I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head.
Hello, it's us.
Hello.
I forgot to change the intro. I was trying to go for more of a gothic vibe in honor of Jen on the channel. So, we're here to get into some trouble. How's everyone doing?
Good. How are you?
I realized I only wear black on stream with you. I wear my hat and a black shirt. I'm like, I am so predictable.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. Well, this is fun. We've never three streamed together. I've streamed with Jen and I stream with our resident zombie queen all the time.
Yeah, this is basically my channel. Sorry.
Yeah, basically, yes. Basically, we were running through a couple of technical difficulties beforehand, but we should be live on Jen's channel. And Jessica just needs to start her channel. And then we'll be all set.
I just need a brand. That's my issue. I don't have a brand.
That is definitely my fault. That's my fault. We'll do it. We'll work on it. Oh my god. Hello. It's good to see everybody. I'm just gonna make sure our little chat's in the right spot. Hello.
Wait, Jen isn't live. I see her live on my end.
Let me just double check for Jen. Hold on.
I see it both. Let me switch accounts. Yeah, I see Jen. Oh, it didn't go to.
It's on a completely different one.
It didn't go to the right stream. That's why.
Okay.
I don't know what we did wrong, but it created its own stream.
Let me link it in my chat. She is live. It's just on a different one. I'll link it in her old stream. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. I'm gonna link it in this one. This is where Jen is live.
A live stream?
And Jen is live here. Here we go.
It's probably my fault. I was so confident, like, behind the scenes, DC, and I looked so professional and, like, speaking codes like we knew what we were doing.
We were so close.
Not.
We were so close. We're so close. I just linked the chat into the old stream on Jen's channel. So, and then I linked your current stream into my channel. So we should be good to go. I'm so sorry about that. Cal also mentioned in Jen's chat. So, here's Jen's channel. Go ahead and go over there and like the stream. And, I'm sorry for the technical difficulties, but here we are. Okay. Yeah. Wait, yeah, that one's private?
We need to change your settings because it says some of your videos are okay for kids, which I'm gonna just make an executive decision and say that is not the case. So I'm gonna change that right now.
That's why Lushy's the boss.
Yes.
I just show up and she gets to run everything.
Yeah, she does. Jen's, can you fix Jen's stream, Jessica? She shouldn't have her comments turned off.
I shouldn't, yeah.
Let me look back.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, chat is disabled.
I just saw this setting. No, this channel is not made safe for kids.
but we should be able to. Can you turn the chat back on? I don't know why it was automatically off.
Do I do the under content live options? Edit now. Edit details. It's still marked for kids. Yeah, okay, I can't change that.
Okay, so should we end this stream and restart it? Because we're only 5 minutes in. And we should.
Wait, let's see. Okay, it let me change it.
Okay, let me refresh.
Let's see.
Back on.
Okay, it let me change it.
Okay. Y'all, because using the chat for Lushy because we just saved it.
Yes.
Let's freaking go.
Okay.
Let's go. Okay. Because using the chat for
I
Lushy.
don't have a YouTube
Yeah.
because I know nothing about YouTube.
That's because you're just so
Stop.
smart. You just figure everything out. Literally. Good job. Okay. All right.
That was sarcasm, DC.
Oh. Okay, never mind.
Sorry.
I didn't pick it up. I didn't pick up on it. Welcome to autism. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, thanks for sticking with us through the technical difficulties. It's a little bit different trying to do this through eCam. The one good thing about eCam is that there's a less of an audio lag, meaning that when we're reacting to something, there's not going to be some of that distortion that some of the other channels get when there's like multiple people. So that's why I like doing it on eCam. And now we're successfully streaming to Jen's channel, and we're here. So Jen and our zombie queen, do y'all want to introduce yourselves to my chat again, just in case there's someone new here?
Sure.
Yes.
Lushy, are you going to go first or do I have to go first?
I mean, in order, I mean.
Yes, Jen, you go first.
Am I? Okay. I don't know if we all see the same view, so y'all just have to tell me what to do. Tell me where to go. Tell me what to do. I just show up. Like, I'm just here.
You're the talent. You're the talent. We get it. We get it.
I'm the Scentsy experience, and
Yes.
I'm the subject matter expert, so that's why I am here.
I love it. You're getting the expert pay, like when they do in the court, like when you're testifying, you get the big bucks, and that's why.
Yeah,
that's why we love you, Jen.
And I do know the person that we are talking about today personally, so that makes it extra fun.
I didn't know that. Oh my god.
That's my fave.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
Okay. So hi, I'm Jen, or Mrs. Pico Speaks. I am a MLM dropout. I was in Scentsy for around 8 years, left, and now I am speaking out on MLMs and and all of the things, scams. I'm going to be doing some content on fast fashion and some other things like that in the future. I got married 3 months ago to Emmett, or Mr. Pico. You may see him in my chat sometimes. I work full-time. I'm a full-time student, and yeah, I'm just here to run my mouth on the internet.
I love it.
Hi, I'm Jessica, and apparently I just run everyone's lives around here. I changed your title so your live stream match is what you wanted to say now.
You're a boss.
Title.
You are the MVP right there.
Oh, do you want a real introduction?
Yes. Lushy, you know the answer. We want the real introduction. Come on.
So I'm Jessica. Lushy was what my upline called me when I was in pure romance, because of course I was in pure romance, because what other MLM would I have joined? Like, come on, it's not right. Yeah, I just know things because I read things and I'm not afraid to break crap. So I will push buttons until I find what I want.
I love it. Yeah, Jessica's the brains behind pretty much everything, and we worked together we knew each other via Auntie MLM for a little bit. Then I accidentally lured her into a job that she got me out of, thankfully. So we are still friends,
Yeah.
which is incredible. And
I had to go to Mexico and everything to get away from that job.
yeah. Jessica was like, "You better not be here when I get back. Do not bail out on me." And I was like, "Okay, I promise I'll quit."
I'm like,
Yeah. So we've
uh,
I don't know, found a good community. And Jen, I'm trying to think, like, I don't remember exactly when you started watching my
showing
channel. I feel
up.
like you've been here for forever, but
So I started like really following anti-MLM when the Columbia trip happened. And
oh,
that was kind of like my first real
Ah,
intro into, I mean, because Jessie Lee was local to me, like we live in the same general area, and I had no idea who she was before that. So once I stumbled into that, and then it just kind of the cascade of like I think Erin was the first one and Julie Joe, and then I started watching you, DC, and it just kind of built on, it's a domino effect. You watch one person and then you watch somebody else, and then it like you just keep following people and getting more information. So it's been a little over a year that I've been like super active in the community and talking and being part of the chat, because like I mean, like you tell your story of hanging out in the like in chat or in
Discord.
what in Discord, yes. And then really kind of like being more active. So my story is very similar to yours. That's what I did for a long time.
That's so cool. That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess on that note, I'm DC. I'm another MLM dropout, and I started saying that because there's so many people in multi-level marketing who kind of turn their nose up to people who decide to not do their company anymore. And I was trying to, for myself, I guess, reframe it in my mind about like it's not a bad thing to pivot, or it's not a bad thing to drop out if you decide that it's not for you anymore. And so I I got out in 2022, and I've been running my mouth just like Jen on the internet for 2 years with lots of technical difficulties, and I love it. And I love live streaming the best. It's one of my favorite things to do because of y'all, the live chat, and I'm glad you're here. And today we are going to be looking at Scentsy. I didn't know that Jen knew this person personally, but one of my viewers sent me it and said, "Hey, there's some red flags in the parenting department in this video." So, potentially a content warning if that's going to trigger you. This might not be the video for you, but we're going to hear about Scentsy stuff and also see some interpersonal relationship potential fails. So, yeah. Okay. Let me see if we're going to watch some reels first. I think if we can get this to work correctly. Okay, and let me edit this so Jessica has a green screen again. I was so close.
It's my fault for complicating things.
No, you're good. Let me zoom you in a little bit. There we go. And let me put your other one back on. There we go. All right. Okay. So this is Chloe. Sorry, Chloe Cox. My bad. In my head I had Courtney Cox for some reason, and I know that's an actress, and so I definitely mixed that up. But it's Chloe Cox, so sorry about that. We're gonna watch some of her sales reels on her Instagram. This does not mean that I want anybody to go harass this person or comment on her videos. We're watching it to learn about tactics in multi-level marketing and see what she's kind of about, how she does the business, and then we're going to watch her videos. We may have to mute it depending on the music, but this is from 2 weeks ago. I have about 10 to look at, but it says the smartest way to shop the flash sale today is to get paid for it. I said what I said. In honor of our flash sale today and it being Scentsy payday, I want to make sure you guys know that as soon as you click the join button, you get a free website to use ASAP. No hidden fees or monthly goals you're expected to hit. Okay. Instant 20% on all products you buy or others buy. Endless trainings to help you be successful. Our tribe anchored scent waiting for you, boo.
Anchored Sense is her team name.
Oh.
I will also tell you, sorry, I'm going to word vomit for literally like 2 minutes. She's a top of the pyramid. She's a superstar director. She's typically in the top 100 of the company. She's earned multiple top 100 or top 50 incentive trips. She hit superstar director, I want to say within 3 years of signing up, of like joining Scentsy. She has a massive team. She was a nurse. She retired from nursing to do Scentsy. Her husband was a banker. She retired him, and then he started his own business selling waffles of some kind, like these super fancy waffles.
Okay.
But her stepmom signed up within a year-ish or so, like recently within a year. But that's so like she is the essential like boss babe.
Wow. I mean, live chat, you really came through when y'all sent me this person because, like, I didn't know all that. I was just like, and she has a lot of videos on her YouTube as well, trainings and stuff that she's done, but I didn't know that about her. But yeah, again, that's the iconic MLM story of retiring your spouse and all that other stuff, and then you end up getting stuck, allegedly, potentially, if the company doesn't go well, or you end up getting terminated. So,
Deanna, it is not Willet Waffle. It's his own. He and a partner started their own business.
Oh,
That's something different. And I don't want to like name it just because I don't want people to go and give them hate on their social media or whatever. Like,
yeah, and
but they did
and that's
start
not
their
an
own
MLM.
business.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
that's not an MLM, and we're not doing that kind of logical fallacy where, that root of the poisonous tree type of thing where, oh, if it's connected to an MLM, then, we're going to go mob them. Like, no way.
And I do
All right.
have more tea on her, so we'll just kind of as we keep going, I'll like.
I love it. Let me see.
Love it.
I think this is music. Hold on. Oh yeah, that's music. So she's just dancing, showing her warmer and the wax melts. Okay. So here's the next one. Okay. No, sir. Hold on. Sorry. My dog is crying for snacks and I don't have any snacks for him. I linked all these. There we go.
Hey, Brady.
Why would you want to work in your
That's a good swing, buddy. Just do that same swing.
So, okay. This is my office view today and tomorrow. We have a flash sale. Great. Up to 70% off Scentsy tomorrow at 3 p.m. EST on my site for 24 hours. Y'all know the drill. It's first come, first serve. Scent besties. So shop till you drop and wait your turn in the queue. Comment or DM me, remind me to remind you to shop 30 minutes before the sale drops. Like, why would you? I mean, I don't understand. Like, I understand if you have to bring your phone to an outing, like if you're a doctor and or if you run a business, a legitimate business where they have to call you for something, but like you're working on Scentsy when you're out with your family.
Well, and did you catch it in the video? Someone says in the background, why would you be working right now? Or
I missed that.
in the, replay it.
Okay.
Someone in the background says that.
Hey, Brady. Brady.
That's a good swing, bro. Just do that same swing.
Hey, Brady. Brady.
Did I miss it? Did they say it again?
I missed it that time.
Okay.
I did too. I heard it, but I don't hear it.
That's a good swing, bro. Just do that same swing.
I don't know. Was it me saying that? I don't know. It might have been me saying that.
Mhm.
Oh, it might have been me saying that. Okay. Hey, Callie. Again, the same question still applies. Why are you working when you're at freaking Topgolf? Like, I don't know. When he comes back to the table. Oh, I don't know why you're filming this, he says. Okay.
Okay.
Mega Chad Anakin, you're the MVP. Did we all hallucinate the first time? Probably. And it was probably me. Okay. Here's the next one. I feel pretty organized today, mostly. When health, business, and Jesus music. So she's working on some type of stickers and she's walking on her treadmill. Like, okay. What a blessing to call this work. Not only working on my business and with leaders through some sweet voice text today, but also being able to put Jesus and my health first. Can't say that was the case when I was a floor nurse. Extra thankful today I get to do this. I mean, when you're a nurse, you're actually helping people. So I don't know. It's a little bit of an eye roll for me. I feel like she's doing this to lure people into the idea that it could be an opportunity for them because nursing is a high stress job. There's lots of high stress jobs out there, and they look at her walking on her, her desk treadmill and being able to be on the computer listening to music, and that seems peaceful. And like they're like, oh well, I'm gonna give it a shot. And it adds credibility to her pitch for her to say like, oh, I gave up nursing to do this, when they're like, oh well, you had to have certain level of skill and time and training and testing to be a nurse, and then you said this was better than that, so it adds kind of a logical fallacy, like appeal to authority type of situation to this
And
pitch.
She shows a lot of her house. Like that's a lot of her kind of like her brand is this like country style home. They're in the East Coast, like in the, kind of southern-ish area. They sold their old house probably 2, 3, 4 years ago and bought their dream home, and she built her like dream office on their property and all this stuff. So I know they use part of that too as their, well, I was a nurse, then I quit nursing, and then I was able to buy, this beautiful home with a pool and build my dream office like she should. And I know she uses that as a lot of like her brand and what entices people to come by showing like she has a Range Rover and she has all these things, and it's very unrealistic.
Yeah. And it's also that breaks the rules of the Federal Trade Commission about what you can and can't do for your lifestyle claims when you're in an MLM. You have to, if you're going to be talking about that, you have to also show the income disclosure when you do that to balance out what you're saying. And a lot of times people lose or don't make any money in multi-level marketing. So when they're showing this beautiful house they built or this beautiful office they built or these renovations in their cars and stuff, it's like they're using it to say this business is a viable option for you because look how much money we made in it and you can too. And that is disingenuous.
Well, and the great thing about having a nursing degree is there are so many aspects to nursing, and like you can get a nursing job that's less stressful. Not saying that any nursing job's stress free, because even if you're an allergy nurse, yeah, you're not dealing with the same shit as a trauma nurse, but you're still responsible for all your patients' lives because you're the one mixing the allergy shots. But you have more options being a nurse. You don't have to stay in a job that drains you.
Yeah. And Jen, on your channel, Katz is asking, okay, but what does her husband do? That's what they always leave out. So can you
Uh,
retell that
so
part?
Yeah, for sure. Her husband was a banker or in the banking industry, and he wasn't like a teller. He was in some sort of management. It wasn't just like, he wasn't the teller that you dealt with. He had like, again, a leadership or management style position and she had hit superstar director for consistently for, I don't know, 2 years, 3 years, something like that, and had started consistently earning the top 100 or top 50 incentive trips. And then that's when he left his job and then opened the waffle store, company, business, whatever. And that was successful from what I saw at first. And so they did that. And then I don't know now, I haven't really followed. I don't do a lot of like, I have not been on Facebook for months, so I don't really know exactly what they're up to and what he's been doing, but I know that he was helping her with the business a lot and kind of like being her like her VP, so to speak. If she's a CEO, it's like he's doing other things that she doesn't have time to do. If it's training or putting together documentation or doing things that help within the business, that's what he's doing. I don't believe he has gotten another job as far as outside of Scentsy or running their own business, but they've set it up so they don't have to go and find employment from someone.
Do you think it's reasonable to say that his job filled in the gaps when she was first starting out with Scentsy and her being able to buy product and kind of in my opinion inventory load and make it and it kind of kickstart her because he had that income coming in, because somebody who didn't have that income could look at that and say, "Oh, I need to do that too," and they could be in a ditch, like a financial ditch,
Mhm.
where she wouldn't have been in that.
Yes. So when she started from, and I want to say she started around the same time that I did, maybe about a year-ish before I did. And so she was a nurse, and her whole spiel was she was doing things on her lunch break, and she was essentially running her business in the pockets of time that she had as a nurse. But I also believe that, yes, he was, you know, enabling her to purchase and front load all of these things, because she is a big consultant who does, you know, gift bags or puts together like themed collections around holidays, teacher appreciation day, Christmas and Christmas and the holidays and stuff like that. She does a lot of that and does like open houses where people can come and essentially just buy from her when she's created these curated like bundles. And she does a lot of that. She does a lot of, you know, hosting, throwing parties for people. And that's where she really got her start, was doing bag parties or doing parties online or doing that stuff. So she grew her customers exponentially and then recruited a lot of those customers. And that's how she grew her team so fast and so wide, and it just exploded. And that's where she has gotten her, like, that's how she got to the top.
Wow. That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I think we see that most people recruit. I think that most companies reward recruiting more than they reward selling of the product, in my opinion, when I've looked at a ton of compensation plans. Jen, you were in Scentsy. Was that the case when you were in?
Sorry, I squirreled for a second. I'm
You're
so
good.
sorry.
No,
I was trying to read my chat.
You're good. Was it the case when you were in that Scentsy rewarded recruiting reps more than they rewarded selling the product?
Yes,
Which is wild.
absolutely. So there was a lot of there were a couple I say incentives because that's pretty much what everything is. Even if it was a trip, there are also other incentives that were product product and or credit based. And they had a couple different times it's like they called it like sensational restart or whatever. So it was almost like they decided to offer those quick start bonuses to people even if they had already been in for, like, that was the like incentive for that period of time. And a lot of that was recruiting. And the more when you recruit somebody and they hit a certain sales goal, the person who was the upline would get a certificate, sometimes a pin or a credit in their account. So that was the motivation to recruit people and then get them like a fast start. And so but the compensation, you know, it goes back to the whole thing of you're going to make more money on all these people that you recruit. And when people are, I don't want to say smart enough because it doesn't really have anything to do with being smart or brain power, but when they have figured out that like their pitch or what gets people to come back. Chloe is an example. She is a recruiter. She is good at recruiting. She continues to recruit. That's what she just continues to push for. And that's why she's been so successful. That's why she's earned top 50 and top 100 trips, is because she recruits constantly. You're not going to, like, the success from my experience as a Scentsy consultant and my personal belief, you're not going to be successful until you're recruiting, and you're recruiting consistently 10, 15, 20 people a month. And those people are recruiting. So it's, you know, it is, I would say 10% sales and 90% recruiting. And that's just my personal, like, that's, you know, the more people you bring in, the more money you're going to see. So
yeah. So this is one where she's saying, let's try out our new body wipes. And she did have some comments. One of them said, oh, hell no. So I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, hell no.
So I thought that was funny. So we're going to watch it.
This is my platform. Y'all know I love Instagram. So we had to come on and we had to do a little live situation. Right now, I'm working on my treadmill and I'm drinking some kombucha. So shout out to everybody who loves kombucha. It's like my new thing. But I've got something really exciting to share with you guys. And this is what I love so much about Scentsy, is that we just keep like evolving and getting.
Sorry, someone else said my hubby makes his own and it's really good. I'll have to bring you some next time he makes it. Oh, kombucha. I thought he meant the wipes. Okay, sorry. Kombucha. Got it. Sorry, my brain. All right. Never mind.
Better and better. And this couldn't be a more perfect product for people that need to smell good, because let's be serious, you all stink. Everybody stinks. Your car stinks. How like your car stinks, how your house stinks. These things stink, but what we're not really good at.
Your car? Everyone's car stinks? I don't think so. Not everyone's house stinks.
My car smells like freaking leather.
I mean, her audio's a little
kids
choppy.
stink, but
I will put it. Hold on. Let me put it in. I'm gonna put it in Chrome. So just give me a second to switch over, okay? It's my fault. It's not her fault. Wait, I'm in Chrome. Hold on. Edit. Okay, hold on. Let's try this. Sorry about that, guys. Nope, that doesn't work. Oh no, it's muted. Just kidding.
Platform. Y'all know I love Instagram. So
it's still choppy.
Okay. Dadgum. Hold on, let me look. We've got Google Chrome. We've got I don't know. Yikes.
a little live situation. Right.
Okay, let me try something else. I don't know if this will echo or not, so that's the problem. Can y'all still hear me?
Yes.
But I can't hear y'all. Dang it. Oh, wait. Hold on.
On my treadmill.
Is that better?
And I'm drinking some kombucha.
I don't know how to fix it. Okay. Let's see.
Download it? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a refill of my tea.
Okay. I'm like, my brain is trying to figure out how to fix this. We can download it, but it's in Chrome, so it should be fine. And I can hear it fine, so I'm not sure why it's going through badly. Let me try this.
So shout out to everybody who loves kombucha.
Okay, I can't hear it now, so let me add a monitor real quick.
Can't win around here.
Okay, here we go.
Like my new thing. But I've got something really exciting to share with you guys. And this is what I love so much about Scentsy, is that we just keep like evolving and getting better and better. And this couldn't be a more perfect product for people that need to smell good, because let's be serious, you all stink. Everybody stinks. Your car stinks. We talk a lot about how like your car stinks, how your house stinks, how all these things stink, but what we're not really good at talking about is how you stink. And so what I mean by that is Scentsy, being who they are. What's up? Okay, so we like lives. So y'all want me to do more lives?
Oh God.
I'm getting a vibe that that's what y'all want me to do. But Scentsy said, hold my wax bar. We are going to go ahead and create something this spring and summer for all the people.
Y'all just missed it. Jen's side eye was incredible. The slow blink.
Oh I cannot with her.
Out there that need a little cleanup, need a little refresher, need a little, something. And thank you guys so much for the congrats. Thank you. And so I want to share with you guys a new product that is launching in our Whiff Box only this month. And I'm so excited to share this product with y'all. And it is going to be not baby wipes. These are not baby wipes. These are body wipes. And let me just tell y'all, so the scent is in pink pineapple sugar, which before I even smell it, like you can already tell that this is going to be good. Like
You can already tell from the package that it's going to be good. I mean, what? This is the worst sales pitch I've ever heard. No, it's not. I've heard one from Courtney Shortney, so never mind. This is not the worst one I've ever heard, but good God.
Did y'all see the huge, like, warning label on, like, half of the packaging that's, like, I don't know what it says, but there's, like, big, bold black writing on half of the front of one of the package.
Oh my god.
I wonder if
What
I
does
can
that
find a
mean?
picture. Let me try to find a picture, and I'll press play.
pink pineapple sugar, like it just smells like a good time. Like, oh my gosh, like I don't smell good. I need a little cleanup after the gym or after being in the garden or after having a pool day or whatever. So this is what they look like.
A pool
Okay.
day.
A package of 25.
Don't we shower after a pool day? No? Do we not shower? What? I don't. Okay, here we go. Do not flush is the big warning. Even y'all, I've worked for plumbers for a long time. Even if the wipes say they're flushable, do not flush them. You can wreck your pipes in your toilet. Just save yourself hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, and don't flush your wipes, okay? That's my public service announcement of the day. Oh God.
They're $13 for 70 wipes.
Oh my God. You can get like Duke Cannon body wipes for way cheaper, and they're way better.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Get it Amazon that. Yeah, you can get 112 for $10 on Amazon.
I can literally get the self-warming wipes hospice uses with my grandfather's cheaper, probably. I bet so, Aya. All right. Lumi always has great deals on their body stuff. Let's go, Karina. Lumi wipes are good.
Wipes. The ingredients, there's very little ingredients.
Because there's very
so
little
it's
wipes
water,
in there too.
fragrance, sodium benzoate, hydroacetophenone, not good at that word, citric acid, and aloe leaf juice. That's it.
Okay.
That's it. And the first thing that I did when I got these is I actually compared them to another body wipe type that I have in my car that is like a natural body wipe that I got from Target.
Are they vegan free? Coconuts.
So something interesting that I want to point out, because this is going to be real good in the next like 3 to 6 months. Scentsy also has cleaning wipes. And I really hope they don't put similar packaging on the two, because that could be a bad situation.
Bad. Yeah. Bad. Yeah, good question, Eclectic Mima. Why the air quotes? Good question. No vegans died to make these wipes. Yes. If you have a vulva, you do not want fragrance on your downstairs. Yes, Travis. Yep.
So I compared the two, and this had less ingredients. So go Scentsy. So these are like on the go body wipes, hands, arms, under your arms, your back, your legs, like we're in baseball season 2, and Cece is feral. So my 4-year-old, so she literally will be like rolling in the dirt and just getting disgusting.
Why would you say that about your kid?
And so
is that a joke? I don't understand. I don't. Is that supposed to be a joke? Like, why would you call your kid feral? Or was she like joking or what? Okay,
That's a joke. That's how.
Okay. I wish I picked up on this stuff easier. Ugh. As Jessica laughs at me.
I'm such an asshole. I don't know why you let me here.
Is my voice sounding deeper? I don't know. Maybe my voice is deeper. Who knows? So, with that, and I am in my office, so my office does kind of echo.
Like a joke.
So it's probably maybe louder. So, with the body wipes, you open them up like this, kind of like a baby wipe. These are only available in the whiff box, okay? So these are only going to be available in the whiff box this month.
What is a whiff box? Is that like you have to buy multiple products?
It's a subscription box. It is 25 or 35, I can't remember. And there's no, okay, so you can buy it by itself, or you can do it in the subscription part. The thing is, if you do it and you sign up as like with a subscription, once you hit a certain amount, that's the only way you can get a whiff box for free. So if you spend $100 on your auto ship, you can get free and half price products. So that's, a lot of people will do that and get the whiff box at half off, because that's the only way to get it half off. And the contents change every month. It's a mystery box. It's like anything else that companies create mystery boxes, and there's samples and there's full-size products, blah, blah, blah.
It's interesting though, with like MLM subscription boxes, you're having to, in my opinion, shell out more money. And with other types of subscription boxes, you get a lot of value for the monthly fee. Like the makeup boxes you can get. Sometimes you're getting full size products and you're paying whatever, 20 or 30 bucks a month. And it's really nice stuff. And I feel like it seems like when I look at MLM subscription boxes, it's not the value that you would get at a traditional business.
They do, when you look at a comparison of like what the product value is, again, we're going by what their product value is, not what the true value of it is.
Sure.
So you get product value that's more than what you've spent. There are also samples in there. They're kind of catch is that this is an item that they hadn't ever released before. Sometimes they do the buddy clips, these little things, like these little like backpack clip type things. Cute. That are not released and like in the catalog or on the website. So they do stuff like that where it's like an exclusive item that you can only get in a whiff box.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And now we are going to learn how to use body wipes. So everyone take notes.
Ew.
They smell so good. They smell so good. It's light. It's not like perfumey. It's more like a dewy, watery, but with that fragrance to it. And so,
can you smell dewy? Can you smell watery?
Yeah. You can smell the rain.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I can smell the rain, I guess. You're right.
Yeah.
If I'm dewy, it's because I'm sweating. It's not because I'm like, oh, look at my dewy face. It's because I'm sweating so bad.
Yeah. Oh my God. I can smell moist. Okay. Oh my gosh.
No.
I told my friend this before I did this live. I have very sensitive skin. So if anybody breaks out from this, it's going to be your girl. So we're going to see.
Why do you, okay, can I ask a question? Why would you rub your armpits, probably the more bad smelling part of you, and then continue to rub your arms and rub the smell from your armpits all over your arms.
Why would you rub your armpits on a live? Like, you gotta be making a shit ton of money to make it worth it.
Yeah, that's true. Oh my god.
How my skin does with this. The fragrance is amazing. Even on your skin, it's not like super heavy. Yeah, and like if you're outdoorsy, outside a lot, these are the scents for you. These are the products for you. Something like this.
No.
Deodorant?
If you're outdoorsy, you don't want any freaking scent.
Yes. Exactly.
Go on.
Yep. Guess you've never been around bees before. Ugh.
God.
It doesn't leave you feeling sticky, which is important to me. I don't like feeling sticky. I don't like all that. But it's also a little moisturizing. I don't know if it's from the aloe
either.
And after doing my arms and under my arms, it's still like super, super nice and usable in other places. So these are our new body wipes. I'm so pumped about them. Brand new product, brand new scent. So everybody needs to grab these. These need to be in your car. These need to be in the diaper bag.
You only get to get it through the subscription box, though, so you have to buy multiple subscription boxes to be able to get more than one wipe pack. So why is this her sales pitch? I don't understand. I don't get it. This doesn't make sense to me.
Unless she knows they are coming, because being in the know, she may be talking about it knowing, but just not saying it.
That makes sense. Yeah, let's probably not use these on your baby. Let's use just the water wipes that doesn't have anything, so that you don't give your baby anything extra to try to process on their little skin. So, and do not use these wipes on the diaper area. Yes. Live chat is on the same page. Oh my god.
These need to be in your purse. These need to be in your on-the-go bag situation. These need to go in the gym bag. Everywhere. So, the only way right now that you can grab these, yeah, it's not sticky, which I love. It is, you can, not that you can feel it, but like, I know that I put it on me, but it's not like, y'all will see when you use it. It's not like a...
Just trust me and buy it, and y'all will see when you use it. Okay, Chloe. Thanks so much. Oh, God.
Like that. Like where it's like, you can really feel it. It feels really nice. And even under my... it smells really good under here. And as y'all can see, I'm walking on the treadmill, so I do a lot of coaching calls throughout the day when I'm walking, work when I'm walking, I work out at the gym. So I'm always on the go, needing a quick little... So, Frankie.
Poor Frankie.
So, in saying that, listen, Christopher, it is tacky. I can't wait to see you in Hawaii. You promised me that you're going to have a drink with me out of a coconut if we are in Hawaii. So I'm holding you to it. I guess we can let your husband come. I guess we'll let him come. I guess we'll let Steven come. Maybe. But 10 out of 10. These are awesome.
Okay.
It smells so good.
Armpits. Okay. I'm a smell person, so I'm just like a little bit cringing when she's smelling everything, because like I smell everything, but I'm also like, ugh. Oh god. Yeah, we didn't even get to see the floof.
It's a really good, like, lingering smell, but not... I'm glad they did this scent, the pink pineapple and sugar, because it's not like it's not a smell that is going to interfere with like scents I like. Does that make sense? So it's really light.
No.
It leaves a fragrance, and it's not sticky. So 10 out of 10. Look, Coco, I'm sorry. I tried to earn Bora Bora, sis. I did my best. I will try. I will be with the peasants in Hawaii while you were in Bora Bora.
She didn't make the Bora Bora trip?
She didn't earn Bora Bora.
Oh, crap.
Wow. Now I'm going to have to go down a squirrel trail.
Jen's next streams are going to be some tea, some piping hot tea on Chloe. Oh, hi, Lynn. Barf. Who wants lingering smells from the pits? Oh, my God.
Oh, pineapple, sugar, and BO. That is what your pits would smell like.
Yeah. If you like, and I use body wipes like sometimes my mental health like in the toilet, so I know I still have to take care of, the hygiene situation. So like I like Duke Cannon. There's some other ones I use too, as just like still gotta be healthy even if you don't have the spoons to like do all the stuff. So there's some way cheaper and way better in my opinion wipes and stuff that you can get that aren't overpriced to infinity and beyond. Like
yeah, we're not villainizing body wipes. It's her pitch. It's
yes.
Scentsy. It's why are they sending like freaking pineapple? Like
Yes.
that's
exactly.
now.
Bora, okay? Y'all are probably going to be drinking drinks we ain't even heard of in Bora Bora, okay? The peasants, the peasants will be in Hawaii. I'm just kidding. But anyways, y'all, seriously, grab these. The whiff box is amazing. I'm actually going to just share the whiff box in my story because I don't care. I want people to see what's in it because we have really, this is what you call a curated product. So this is a product where like you're not going to get this anywhere else, and you're not going to just get this off the website. This is why the whiff box is great. This is why you should enroll and get the monthly whiff box in club, so you get 10% off of it, and then it just comes every month because it's always curated like you're going to see in my story with top of the line trending items. So this is in the whiff box only. It is linked in my story. I will share the contents of the whiff box so you can see what else is in the whiff box. And yeah, body wipes, y'all. If you have been,
that thin ass package is $13 plus shipping and tax. I don't even know what to say. My brain is breaking. And there's, from what Becca was saying, there's nothing deodorizing in the ingredient, so it's just going to be scent on top of your pit smell. Is she saying whip or whiff box? I think whip would probably be in. Wouldn't that be interesting if Pure Romance had a whip box for their subscription?
I don't know what they call their subscription. They had it at one point.
Oh, they're saying that their wipes are $10 now. I thought she said they were $13.
I was confused and I was looking at the non-body wipes, so that's my bad.
No, you're good. And it says they're going to be available June 1st to purchase. So she did have the info. I think that's about. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Point of view. You want me to pick out a scent for you when there's no favorites, plus you can get every scent in our kit plus smell for yourself. Number one, why are we putting red text on top of a very colorful background? Nobody can fucking see these. It's very hard to read. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, I want to tell y'all one thing about the labels because we're looking at her, like the screen grab.
Yes.
So you see those labels. They encouraged all consultants. Okay, so let me back up. how she has those labels on the wax bar is technically against compliance because you cannot deface or make any change to the actual product, like that label on the front of the product. So that's technically against compliance. Second, they wanted us to make labels to put on all the products. They also said if you put your face on it, people are less likely to throw it away or get rid of it. And the direction was you label everything, because if people are done with the product, you want them to see you want them to see all your information, so then they come back to you to order it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of that's the whole mentality. Like, you'll see labels like this all over people's stuff, and that's why, because that's the direction that has been given from the higher levels of leadership and the higher ranking consultants.
Wow.
So in Pure Romance, we had these special only waterproof labels
Really?
to put on all of our products.
Wow.
They had to be waterproof, and they didn't stick to the silicone lube bottles for whatever reason.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, they're already I have some Scentsy melts that I bought for $1 each at a yard sale. That's cool. I mean, the thing is, the reps, in my opinion, are the actual customers. And so when they buy from the company's already made all of their, their margin for paying out the C-suite, the people who make the bars, all the commissions and stuff. And so it's just my opinion, when you find something at a yard sale that's not adding to the MLM machine, you're just buying something from someone who couldn't move their product. So, all right. I think this one is done, so let's go to the next one.
Did you see, DC, did you see my custom license plate?
Yes. Oh my God, I love it so much. You should
I just
show it
left
again,
it up
though.
here.
You should show it again,
Okay.
because if y'all missed it on Jen's stream, Jen was like a wax boss for sure. Let's
I drank the purple Kool-Aid. All right, let's just say it for what it is. So I did have I have an SUV on my car, truck, whatever. I had my big logo across the back window that had all my information on it, and I had custom license plates.
Oh, hell yeah. What a badass.
Yeah. So
and having custom license plates are pretty expensive though, right?
It was like, I think it was between $300 and $500 for a year.
Okay.
Damn.
Or something crazy. So for those of you who aren't in the great state of Texas, it's typically less than $100 to get your registration. Like, you have to get an inspection and a registration. It's typically less than $100. But when you start adding custom license plates on, it's like, depending on how long you buy it for, you still have to register it every year, but you can buy the custom plates for up to like 5 years. I did not do that because I was like, well, what happens if I leave? And I did. So,
yeah.
But I still kept one of them because I was like, this is like a memento of the past.
That's wild too, because Jessie Lee had so many cars and she had custom plates on all of her vehicles. So that was like $1,500 a year, which is wild.
I thought $100 a year for. I mean, we don't have custom plates. We have vanity plates because our Armada has plates, and if you buy their plates, it's a scholarship for current students.
Oh, cool.
So we have those on both of our cars, but the money goes straight back to our college. So that's why we do it.
That's so cool. That's awesome. All right, here's the next one. Maybe there's music, maybe there's not. There's music. In honor of one of my all-time favorite shows, Bridgerton, returning soon, cue a binge watch. I wanted to welcome it in with our flawless new diffuser, Grow, which just made our master bedroom fit for a queen. This porcelain diffuser has watercolor botanicals on it and is sure to make your space sacred. Pair with our lavender oil plus take relaxation to another level, scent besties. Do we love diffusers? Tell me your favorite oil to diffuse. So she was trying to pick up the wave of Bridgerton or whatever, the Bridgerton fans, to get them to look at her reel. All 41 of them who did. So, I mean, she's got a cute bedroom, but I don't know. And again, MLM reps will do this to try to get to ride some kind of interest, but she missed the mark. I hate oil diffusers though, they give me headaches. Yeah, they're pretty, I mean, you're dealing with a very condensed scent, so that's understandable. The box doesn't match the diffuser. Yep, welcome to Scentsy. Although Scentsy has some cool Disney stuff, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I can see why people get caught up in that because I like Disney stuff too, and the Disney stuff looks cool.
And they do have NCAA stuff and MLB, like all the sports shizzle too.
Yeah.
Hockey is a new one.
Yep. Andy said, wanted to spread some good news. We got Link's test results. Tumor was benign. He's cancer-free.
Nice.
Yay! The grapefruit-sized cysts was a result of high testosterone levels. He's doing great right now. Love to you all. Thank you so much and congratulations, Andy's Web. That's amazing. That's so good. That's amazing. Okay, let's see. Is it this one? Oh.
Kind of blend everyday decor with our scented products. So we're going to get started in just a minute. And
Come style this space with me for spring, Scentsy style. You can find the full vid on my customer channel in my bio, and please let me know if you love styling videos like
one thing
this.
I want to tell you guys, and I know that I share my Scentsy on this channel and I don't talk a lot about decor, but I love utilizing.
This is a miss just from a marketing perspective because she should have done 7 seconds of placing and styling and then saying full design video on my YouTube because she's already lost us.
Decor in a bunch of different ways. So what you're going to see me doing today is moving stuff around and putting things on this table that I already had in different parts of my house. So we're going to start obviously with these mirrors. I'm going to replace the mirror that was already my styling of how I kind of blend every day.
All right, we get it. She's styling stuff. Okay, let me see. We only have 2 more. Let me see. Okay, music. Spring scents are heading out to your mailbox. I wanted to show this because there's a lot of cost involved with running your business that's over and above buying the product. It's sending samples out to people. There's like the labels. There's a lot of extra costs that they don't talk about. So I saw this one because these are a lot of samples or whatever. Spring scents going out to people. And that's an extra cost, I think. It said if you didn't get an email or text from me saying one of these can be yours, let me know. I can't wait for you to smell what's coming this spring. And okay, so here's the last one. And then we'll watch the video. Okay, there's music, sorry. Again, it's always the customer for me. Don't forget, when you purchase from me, there's happy mail coming for you from your scent besties. Oh, for you scent besties. I love being creative with packaging, sample curations, and little details every time you choose Chloe Cox to purchase scents from. Refer someone to shop from me, and that means happy mail for them and you. Love you, mean it. Again, more costs. This is cost to send this stuff out with the little printed cards that go in. It's just extra. It's a lot of extra, in my opinion. Did you have a lot of extra costs when you were in Scentsy?
Absolutely. We did anything that was a sample. We would tell people, you can use the little jewelry bags, but the fragrance will like come out of obviously those bags. And so then it was, well, Mylar bags were the best thing, and those were smell proof, so you could put the samples in those. The little strips that she had that had the little wax bar shapes, those are scratch and sniff stickers. Those can only be bought through the consultant store. But yes, a lot of times there's custom labels, there's custom packaging, there's custom printouts. They want like rack cards and all kinds of marketing materials that we would go create them on Vistaprint or Canva or whatever. And those were all expenses, creating QR codes and having those labels. It's all expenses. What I also think is interesting about this post is you see the comment under hers from Sense with Wendy. If that's who I think that is, I can't tell if it is or not. But there was a superstar director who won the top award, and her name is Wendy. So I don't know if that's her or not, but this is very, you can see her comment is those, I love your mailers. Where did you get them? There is no individuality. It's a rep shows something that they use that another rep thinks is cute. And then next you see 20 reps that have that, that design or that mailer or whatever. So I feel like that goes back to you really aren't an individual in MLM. If you're the first one to create something, that's great. But then chances are, if it's a good idea, there's 25 or 50 other people who are going to copy your idea. So you're not an individual anymore. Yeah. But yes, there is a huge cost for packaging, samples. I can't even tell you, at one point in time, I got these little sponge circles that are like dehydrated and compacted. They're just like tiny. And I made samples of soap, put them on those little sponges and mailed them out. So people could try the dish soap.
Oh.
And that's what people were that's what uplines were encouraging. It's like, find a way to get any product in a customer's hand and do it. Regardless of if it was cost effective or not, you just write it all off on your taxes. It's fine. Wow. That's what they told us.
Wow. That's wild. Did we do this one? Yeah, this is the last one. Okay, so we're going to watch the video now. And I'm going to size this correctly, I think. I hope.
All right.
I'm just going to put her in the middle like that. So this is Chloe, and this is a little bit long, so I'm going to speed it up to 1.25, and we'll see what happens.
Right, so we're going to talk about tonight, you guys, just for the next 20, 30 minutes, and then I'm going to open it up for questions if y'all have.
Oh, really quickly. Can we have wedding kazoos for my brother who's getting married in 2 days? Of course we can. Okay, let me find my kazoo folder. I think I need to mute. Let's see. Wedding. Happy wedding! Oh my god. That was the best. I'm sorry. I love the kazoo wedding march. Leo's cracking up. Hi, Leo. The kazoo really went. Yes. They don't mess around with that at all. All right, here we go.
I'm going to keep it short and sweet, but we're going to talk.
Sorry, plot twist. It was not short. It was not sweet. It's 50 minutes, so buckle up.
Talk about how to take good care of your customers. So really quick for me, comment in the chat if you struggle with how to follow up with your customers. Be honest, be legitimate about it. Do you struggle with, just so I don't feel like it's just me, do you struggle with knowing what to say to them, how to not be annoying, what to do when they're MIA or they don't respond? Do you guys struggle? And I can tell you right now, I have multiple customers who just won't respond to me. And I used to still send happy mail to them. I used to do these behaviors where I would kind of treat every customer the same and I would give them so many chances. What we're going to do tonight is learn how to cut the customer off of sending them things and putting that energy into those customers and how to really identify, right? Just like those of you that are leaders, if you're a leader on here, you know something we always talk about is identifying who to work with, right? That every single team member, you can't spend the same amount of time with someone who wants to be a great certified consultant, which is important, but you can't spend the same amount of time with them as you would with somebody who's a star consultant and wants to be a director, right? And so in saying that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started with this customer categorization. And I'm reading the comments. I'm seeing that
she's on 1.25 speed, but I think we can y'all all understand what she's saying, or do I need to slow her down?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
If you try to follow up after I said no, I'm going to block you or ghost you.
some of you guys are saying,
Leo said hi, Mama's friends. Hi, Leo.
Oh, hi,
Hi,
Leo.
Leo.
yeah, you know, some of my customers have ghosted you, you know, and at the end of the day,
Same.
that can be very, very discouraging, right? It can be discouraging. And listen, guys, it's not just discouraging for you, it's discouraging for your team. Your teams are struggling with a customer base right now. Many of you are struggling with a customer base right now. And more than that, you guys are circling the drain. Literally, I'm just going to be real and upfront. You're circling the drain with the same customers instead of expanding your customer base.
She kind of gives me the pastor wife vibes from that lady in, you know what I'm talking about? Jessica Hickson used to cover her a lot. Whatever her name is. She's like, she kind of yells a lot, and she was, y'all know who I'm talking about. Live chat knows. Julie Jo covers her too now. But she's kind of giving the same energy, in my opinion.
Oh, Brooke Banks?
No, she's literally a pastor's wife. And
Brooke Banks is a pastor's wife.
Oh, a different pastor's wife. She has like brown hair. I'll figure it out.
Figuring out how to do that.
I think her name is Ashley. No? Okay. Let me think about it. The one who calls people heifers. Yes, Cal. Yes. I just can't think of her name. Ashley Mayfield?
Ashley Mayfield.
Yeah, Ashley Mayfield.
Okay.
A lot of us are doing the same activities with those customers, so we're still running into a wall with having the join conversation, having the club conversation, having the VIP conversation. So what happens is we end up Scentsy vomiting all over them, and then they're like, it's too much. Yes. And so what we're going to talk about tonight is how to take that customer experience and not just giving them a great customer experience. We talk about that a lot, right? If you've been on any Scentsy trainings, they talk about, you know, that the customer is king and that the customer is the most important. Yeah, but also, what does that mean? How do we put that customer into a category that's going to make them want to respond?
If the customer is the most important, then why does Scentsy reward people for recruiting instead of actually selling to customers? If the customer was actually important, they would reward the salespeople more for selling the products to customer than they would by recruiting them. She's giving me that one lady at the church potlucks that criticizes your cake when their cookies cake are dry, sandy, and closer to a hockey puck, but you have to be polite. Yep. Yep.
Respond to us. How are we going to put that customer in a category? Hang on one second.
Oh,
She's screaming.
she's
off.
screaming, turn it off.
Turn it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was intense. Oh my God. Okay. Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, I'm so sorry about that. So when it comes to,
You know, can I just say, as a kid, because I don't have kids, but I was a kid and my parents were decent human beings, when this kind of thing where the kid's gonna pick up on your frustration with them and then your kind of like embarrassment of, I'm so sorry about that. I don't know. Like, I'm not saying that every interaction has to be perfect. I'm just saying that your kids pick up on more stuff than you think they do. And like all these people who are on these Zoom calls and they get really irritated with their kids. And then they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Like, your kids pick up on how you feel about them and how you're explaining interactions to the others on the Zoom call.
I just don't get, like, this call just started. Like,
Yeah.
why didn't she situate the kid and have the kid doing what she wanted to do before the call started?
Yeah. And if the kid had headphones in too and wasn't making any noise, why, again, it doesn't make sense. Like, if you're going to be on a Zoom call, doesn't it make sense that could be a time where your kid could be playing the Nintendo or the game, and especially with the headphones in, wasn't going to be making any noise? I don't know, because we don't have all the information, but it's like, yeah. And now she's going to be frustrated with her kid, I think, the entire Zoom call. So, yikes.
And she has 2 kids. So which of her 2 kids is it? Like, that's my other question is she has a 4-year-old and then I don't remember how old her son is. He's a little bit older, like, I don't know, 6 or 8 maybe. But it's just, I don't know. Her personality, in my opinion, is very, very aggressive. And this tracks completely for who she is.
Okay.
So that's surprising because her actions, like, remind me more of how you would deal with an older kid, not a kid under 10. Like, that seemed aggressive for a little kid.
Yeah. Yep.
your customer. It is so important for you guys to understand that engagement is everything. It may not be that you're going to follow up with them initially, not even to get a reorder, but to connect with them. So I want to teach you guys how to build relationship, which one thing, if you want to be a leader, and comment in the chat for me if you do want to be a leader, if that is something that you're striving for in Scentsy, because when you have great relationships with your customers, you will then know how to create relationships with your team members. And those of you that are leaders, you know how important it is to have relationship with your team members.
Oh, she's about to yell. But she was saying, she was like pointing and she was starting to talk aggressively. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, here, I'm going to rewind it and then here we go. Content warning. The yelling is about to happen.
Something that you're striving for in Scentsy, because when you have great relationships with your customers, you will then know how to create relationships with your team members. And those of you that are leaders, you know how important it is to have relationship with your team members. You're about to be grounded if you...
I know we only have a snapshot. We are watching someone's business call that was posted publicly, and it was not edited to take out the personal stuff. This is a snapshot into what it is like to run a multi-level marketing contractorship. And we've seen healthy interactions with parents and kids. You see it on Aaron's channel. You see it on Karina's channel. There's really, I don't know. It's just it's a snapshot in there, and that's what we're looking at. That I hope. I mean, she muted it, but I hope she's not. Yeah, I hope she's not spanking her kid. It is. It's almost like watching Ray Higdon go from completely calm to screaming.
I am so sorry. I apologize.
You're gonna be so nice to us, and you're gonna. Okay, this is me being like, your kid is watching you be so nice and professional to the people you're talking to on Zoom, and then you have a complete energy shift when you're talking to your kid, and your kid is gonna see and feel the differences, in my opinion. Oh. Okay.
What I was saying was, when it comes to your customers and when it comes to how you are getting them to want to buy, host, or join, how you're following up with them initially, it matters. So I'm going to go ahead and share this customer categorization that I've been doing. I'm going to make sure that this is on all of our pages, okay? Y'all, nod your head for me if you can see this. Y'all can see this? Okay. Great. Let me turn this video game off real quick. There we go. Okay. So this is how I put my customers in different categories to help them. Ooh, my son's going to get so lit up after this call. He ain't even ready. So,
what the fuck?
She just said my son is gonna get so lit up after this call, it's not even funny. What? What the hell? Again, if this is triggering for y'all, pop out. There's no reason for y'all to get slimed if watching a parent have these interactions is going to ruin your day. Oh my god. Wow. Okay.
So what is this going to do?
What?
They're 4 years old and 8 years old. Like, what the hell?
Oh my god.
That's what Jen said.
Mm-hmm. I want to say he's younger than Boogie, and Boogie's 10. So I want to say like under 10, but older than 6. So like 8 is like about the right age.
Yeah. Dang.
7, 9 doesn't fucking matter now.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Man.
He's a boy. He's a young boy. Like a young child. Gender doesn't necessarily matter. Young children have a lot of energy and they want their parent. Like, I don't know where their dad was, whatever, but like, that's just so sad to me that it's like, that's your response on a public platform.
Yep. And again, you're going to be so sickly sweet to the people on your Zoom call, and you're going to have such a different energy shift where you could make the case that someone may feel unsafe with you talking to them like that. I mean, as a kid, it makes me very uncomfortable to watch the shift. And then your kid is going to see that. Your kid is going to see that you treat other people better than you talk to them. It's wild.
Is this is going to help you not just have a follow-up system, okay? What I've realized the past 11 years with Scentsy is we're really good at having a follow-up system, but we're literally placing everybody in the same category. And what is the category, you guys? Right? Every 1 month we follow up. Then 2 months we follow up. Then 3 months we follow up. And what's happening is we're like, hey, do you love your Scentsy? Oh, what do you love? Oh, you could get it free. Oh, like there's a baby buddy out. It's like exploding with no like detailed way in what is going to make that customer tick, right? What is going to make that customer, or maybe they're an MIA customer. Maybe they're not responding to you. Maybe they are not, they don't really care about happy mail. It's just like with a team member that you may be coaching or working with that isn't doing anything. When you continue to work with this category right here, and listen, some MIAers, they just don't want to talk to you.
What does lit up mean? I think you could assume there potentially is spanking involved.
Yes.
That's what I think it means, and that's what some of the people in the chat are saying.
Okay, her son is 9.5, almost 10, according to your Instagram. And he's a straight A student.
God. The thing is, from what I'm not a parent, but like your kids, they're physically growing, their brains are growing, they're learning about the world, they're learning boundaries, they're learning how to interact with individuals, and everything is like a learning situation, and they're learning at such a rapid rate as they grow, and then you throw this into the mix, it's like, oh, and they're so impressionable at that age. Having these type of interactions it's shocking to me. And I'm not a parent. I've been a kid to decent parents.
My kid is like the same age. I'm going to consider them the same age because Boogie's 6 months older. I would never, and I'm not saying I'm an amazing parent, but I cannot imagine acting like that, even on a video, but much less it's like, stop what you're doing, go parent your child or deal with it, or just say, I'm going to stop the video. I'll come back on in the half hour or 20 minutes or whatever. But that's a situation that you don't, in my opinion, for me, it's not just like, hold please. It's, I need to handle this situation in its entirety before I can come back and kind of center myself and be ready to have another conversation.
Yeah.
I want to deal with whatever is going on completely, not just taking something away that's causing chaos or causing problems. It's like there are different ways to deal with it. And that's my personal opinion, is stop what you're doing, handle the situation, and come back. What she's sharing is not life-shattering.
Yes.
Like, this is not anything that can't be shared at some point.
Yep. And she could have sent out this as an email. Like, she could have done, a recorded video and emailed the recorded video, linked it through Vimeo or linked it through an unlisted video on YouTube and sent out this, and she could have paused the recording, and it could have been, this could have been different. Like, there were options to do this where her kids weren't getting, this seems really aggressive, and it's unnerving to watch, for sure.
Yeah. The other kid is 4.5, 5. So we're talking about a 5-year-old and a 10-year-old, basically.
Yeah. And Charlene said, PSA, this is what the hustle of MLM can do to you. Like Aaron says, it's like juggling all these plates. She can't keep up and is coming apart at the seams at her child's expense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't care about Happy Mail, but they will reorder. They'll reorder. And some of y'all have had those customers where they're not responding to you, but they're going to reorder. So we're going to go through these categories. And I'm going to take you guys into my brain. And what I'm really hoping, especially for the customers or the team members that are struggling with a customer base, I'm going to first say this. It is so important that before you start doing this list, I want you to look at, when is the last time you've gotten a new customer? When is the last time you've met 10 new customers? When is the last time you have met 20 new customers? Guys, I met 20 new customers just in November from 2 home parties. So there are several of you guys that that you're in a community where you can find events, you can find fundraisers, you can get plugged in, you can ask based off the categorization of that customer. Y'all are both in so much trouble when I get off this call. Y'all don't even know. Y'all are I'm so sorry, you guys. My kids are like off the chain right now and they keep throwing me off. But normally I'm not scattered like this. So let's go ahead and start with this. So what you're going to do is you're going to clearly write their name down. Okay. So you're going to write their name down. And again, I'm going to put this customer categorization on the pages. You guys will all have access to it. If you're not on our How I'm Working page. Make sure if somebody in the comments could drop that for me.
Oh, she's yelling.
Yeah, we
So I'll make sure that this is on the pages. You guys
we spanked like back in the day, but we know so much more about child psychology now, and we know that spanking does have adverse developmental things. Like, people want to debate it and be like, oh, you're just making kids stop by not spanking it. How does it make sense to feel like don't hit and then hit the kid to teach it not to hit? Like, where's the logic there?
Yeah. Andy's Web just sent a $50 super chat and said, possible trigger. This behavior is atrocious. I am a child of an abusive parent with years of therapy. So I'm good to handle this, but please, if this is too much for you, take a break and know that you all deserve love and understanding. Thank you for that. Yeah, hop out if this is too... This is wild. We're only 8 minutes in, and this has gone off the rails so fast. It's not soft teaching, choice, consent, respect, etc. Exactly, Becca. You're not making kids soft, you're treating them with respect and like a human. Yep.
Yeah.
have access to it, but I didn't put it on before because I want you guys to really understand how to use it, right? What we don't want is this. We don't want this piece of paper printed out and for you guys to not use it the right way, for you to not understand how to get in the head of a customer. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to walk you guys through how I identify these customers and what I do, okay? So very simple. If you don't have a customer follow-up system, I do not want you going back through the whole year of 2023 and starting all the way back. I want you to go 60 days
Take a
back.
break, Carmen.
That's it, okay? If you have not followed up with a customer and it's been more than 2 months, I'm going to tell y'all the truth about it. If it's been more than 2 months with a customer, I'm so sorry. Some of y'all are texting me. Don't text me, guys. It's coming through my laptop and it's making it loud. If you have not followed,
turn it on. Do not disturb. How you can turn your phone on airplane mode, and then you can turn on Wi-Fi, and you won't get any. You won't get anything. You can even turn on do not disturb, and you won't get texts. So it's fine to be firm with boundaries with your kids, but this is crossing a line. It's very also like, good.
Oh, you have to establish the boundary. You can't just expect the child to know the boundary.
Yep. And you have to, like, the kids are still learning how to interact with everybody. And again, if, like Jessica's saying, if you don't have boundaries and you get mad at them for not, behaving like an adult, it's gonna be a recipe for disaster, especially if you are emotionally aggressive like this towards your kids. I wonder if they are texting her to just take a break. This is unprofessional or something. Yeah. This is a ginormous red flag for people on the call. I'd be gone from the company by now.
Yeah.
up with a customer in 2 months, you do not send them an email, send them something like that. But if you have no relationship with a customer and it's been that long, you can spend that time booking parties, booking fundraisers, finding events, etc. Jesus.
Fundraisers?
Like, why is
what?
She just said you can book fundraisers. Do not do sense. No.
Yeah. Oh my god. She just said, is it a full moon tonight?
This is happening. Okay. You could spend that time finding new customers. Okay. So I don't want you to resurrect the dead. Okay. This isn't Jesus. These customers will be fine. I want you to focus on 60 days out. Okay. Do y'all hear me? It's okay to let the other customers go. They can get your emails, those kinds of things. But
we'll make sure the kids never trust nice. Yep. Yeah, I laugh under stress too. Or I just completely shut down, but her kid probably
Yeah,
turned the volume up. Yeah.
in my opinion, her behavior could cause her children to perform or to form a anxious attachment style because they don't know what to predict, so they then turn hyper vigilant, trying to constantly predict the caregiver's behavior.
Yep.
That's what happens when you got like your kids like this. In my opinion, based on my education.
Yeah. In this situation, my next course of action would be to hop off and reschedule, gather my thoughts, regulate my emotions, and then deal with my kids once I'm thinking clearly. Yeah.
Elle said on my channel, I'm just imagining the kids dreading to hear her finish the call. I'd be so anxious if my mom was like that.
Yep. And after she also said that y'all are going to get so lit up after this, that would be like, you know, just that would be awful anticipation. Ugh.
Right now, when you start something new like this and you start a new follow-up system or you start a new way of working, you cannot put the pressure. What I found doing this 11 years, and I guarantee you some of the other leaders on here,
11
Michelle,
years?
I saw some other leaders on here as well. It is so overwhelming if you try to fix everything that you've never done. It's impossible. So whether it be your leadership or whether it be your customer base, I want you to let it go. I want you to go 60 days back and you're going to write their names right here. So you're going to write their names. I will post, by the way, the Canva. So that way y'all can edit it. So if y'all,
I mean, the name spot doesn't have enough room for a first and last name, but like, good job feeling awesome about this layout. I know what she's trying to do, but I'm just saying, like, if you actually cared about making it a usable form for people, it's going to be hard to write in the first and last name because there's not enough space there. The join, you might put a date there, or you might just put a check mark. I don't know. That could have been smaller. This is just a bad. It's fine. It's just a bad form. I'm trying to focus on something else because she's like making me super nervous.
I'll need to expand things, by the way, or whatever. Just know this can be customizable. But first and foremost, you're going to write their name down. Okay. Now, if this doesn't work for you, okay, if you're more of a techie person, you can obviously make something on Excel and do the same exact thing. Okay. But the point of this is you've got to be so detailed and you've got to make it a habit. So you're not getting discouraged when someone's MIA. You're putting them in that category and you're moving on. You're not trying to save them and be like, why are they not responding to me, right? Why are they not this? It's okay. They don't want to. If they order again, you can go back by MIA and you can do a check mark like they've ordered, but you've got to figure out what kind of customer it is. And you'll also have to realize that with Scentsy is different. Okay. We're following up. We are sending.
Yeah, I mean, you're hyper focusing on people because if no one's joining, if no one's purchasing, then you don't have a salary. Like, you have to focus on people with pulses and credit cards. Of course you do. My bachelor degree is crying at this. Yeah, same.
Happy Mail. We're making samples. I can guarantee you by a show of hands that almost none of y'all have ever had good customer service. And if you have, it's probably from just a couple companies and they work the way.
Is this good customer service, Miss Ma'am? Are you serious? Why? What's the point in shitting on people and saying you've probably never had good customer service? Why don't you just teach what good customer service is?
I think she meant they never have received good customer service. I thought that's what she meant too, but her next line, I forget what she said, but it made it seem like she meant they have never experienced good customer service.
Okay.
Let
me show y'all. Let me show y'all this in a close-up. So, not that it matters, but this is the she could have moved these check marks way over. She could have made all of these texts, the Mia, the love brag tag, the referral program, all the same size. Move them over. Oh my God. I don't know what's going on. My messages are closed. Let me just turn it on. Do not disturb. Ah. Okay. Should be off now. Sorry about that. But Scentsy Club favorite scent, that, I don't know, host type in month. She could have fit everything on here. This is just a bad graphic. Just a bad graphic. Oh, heck yeah. We'll send it to you. Yep. I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
You do, right? Most companies, you order online, okay? And you get your order and you never hear a thing, right? Scentsy is different. So what we've got to do is we've got to be even more detailed going into 2024, because if we're not detailed about who the customer is, we're not going to be able to figure out where they fit, right? Not everybody's going to want to join your team. Quit asking.
I'm leery about reporting people to CPS if I don't actually see something. I'm not, the internet can be an interesting place, and I want to be very careful about using my influence or my access to stuff and make sure that I can have more information before I do something. So I don't, and again, I don't know what actually happened, so I am not going to report her at this time. That may change in the future if I actually see something, but I take it very seriously that I just want to be careful. I want to be careful and have more information.
And I'm gonna assume at the end of the day, the kids are clothed, fed, and they have a roof over their head. And those are the most important things to CPS.
Okay.
Like, they're dealing with a lot. So, it takes a lot to remove children. It's
Yeah.
not something they do hastily at all.
Yeah. So I just want to, again, I just want to be careful. I want to be careful and, you know, kind of steward our platform and live chat the best that we can. And at this time, I'm not going to. So.
And I want to say too, because I do know her, I would be very leery about doing something like that right now. I also don't, and this is like 100% me being like protecting myself. I really don't want my name associated with anybody reporting her,
Yes.
because
Yeah.
I do know her.
Yeah.
And I don't want any of that to fall back on me, just because, you know, I'm being selfish, and I'm sorry that if that bothers somebody, but I have to be selfish, and I would not recommend doing that at
Yeah.
this point in time.
Yeah, the CPS here in the United States is a little bit, it's a lot different than overseas from what I've seen. So yeah, I would strongly recommend nobody do anything, please. So
There are influencers that get CPS wrongfully called on them constantly. I am leery of the internet in general putting an extra burden
yes.
on the system, because the system's very fragile as it is.
Yeah. And this isn't a situation where like you know, it's not a Ruby Frankie situation where there was lots of evidence being shown on the internet and in private, and this is not that situation. And again, we're going to be mindful and slow moving about this, and we're just looking at this video. So
And unfortunately, it's not illegal to spank your kids.
right. Yeah. Calling CPS is used like swatting to cause intentional harm to others. And yeah, we don't do that. We don't do that.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Everybody. Okay? Not everybody's going to want to host with you. But you know what happens when we don't figure out what category they fit in? Do you know what happens? What happens when we don't figure out what category they fit in is we start vomiting everything. And then some of them do go MIA. Some of them do stop responding. Some of them do cut us off. Because honestly, sometimes we can be so excited. And I want to say this to new consultants. I want you to be excited. You're going to word vomit. I do it all the time. I guarantee you a lot of the other leaders do on here too. But what if we could learn and teach the next generation of consultants, right? What if we could teach the next generation of consultants how to place these customers in categories, how to be so detailed and so specific, so it takes it to another level of every customer matters, right? So you're going to write their name down. You guys can see these categories, all right? So you can see there's a join category, okay? What these little lines are going to be for, right, when you print it out, is join. So for example, okay, I'm going to slowly go through all this. If you have a VIP, okay, and you have already checked that they're a VIP, what does a VIP mean? A VIP means that they are ordering at least every other month, to me. If they're ordering every 2 months and their orders are over $50, $75 every 2 months, it doesn't have to be a $100 order. It can be a $50 order. Stop, Cecile. But if it's happening every 2 months and they're a VIP, now you know you're going to put them in the VIP. You're going to put them in the VIP category. And then so then you're going to find out that VIP I need to have a joint conversation with. Okay. So this is going to help you guys learn that you have to categorize and see how much they're spending, how excited they are about the product. Okay. So let's talk about a customer being excited. So number one, if you were new on here, I say this on almost every customer training I do, but I want to tell you this. Scentsy is different. The customer is king. I want you treating every single customer like they are the only customer on the planet. I want you treating each customer like they are so special and they are so unique that every time they think of Scentsy, they think about you. This is very, very important. And I would much rather have a whole list of people that are VIPs, because I can place VIPs in any of these categories, right? I would much rather have a whole list of VIPs and referrals than just a list of people who like 6 packs of bars. Does that make sense? Because there's a difference in if you treat them like gold and they become a VIP, and listen to me, if you're new, this is how you hook your customer, right? This is how you hook them. When you find out, what are your favorite products? Oh, you don't like wax? Let's talk about the pods. Have you ever tried our laundry care before? I have eczema and psoriasis and it's never irritated my skin. Take a sample. I literally just did these things today at a customer's house. You know what?
You can't say that. You can't use anecdotal evidence and say, oh, it doesn't make me react, and so it's not going to make you react.
Isn't that a health claim?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm rage crocheting at this point.
I love it.
Like, this is where we're at.
Oh my god. This is wild.
Category she's going to fit in? VIP. Because I know now, I know the scent she likes. I know what she's into. I can continue to work on her. So when I go back and follow up, so I follow up on Mondays, okay? Get a time when you're going to follow up. This is super important if you're new. I don't care if you're brand new or if you're a superstar director. You need to have a dedicated time where you follow up, because if you don't, this right here is never going to be a detailed, structured, like kind of, I teach a lot on time blocking. And no matter if you're a hobbyist or if you want to go all the way with Scentsy, you've got to time block time for your customers, right? If you can't time block a time for your customers, then what are we even doing? So I want you guys very, very focused on understanding that with this customer categorization, the first thing you want to hook them on is these two, okay? You want to create VIPs, and you want to tell them what you do if they refer you to people. So what does that mean? A lot of people ask about referral. Referral program is very simple. Hey, you're following up. They love the products. They're super excited, right? All these little cues. They told you that this is the best like Scentsy experience they've ever had, that they love this scent, that they love the diffuser special, etc. You're going to tell them, I'm so glad you love it. You're not going to say you should host a party. Some of y'all are going to get triggered by that because we've been taught through Scentsy to immediately go for a party. You're not going to say that. What you're going to say is, I'm so glad you love it. We always have limited edition scents come out, or we just had the washer with bring backs come out, or whatever they bought. You're going to be very intentional. This means you have the order history pulled up, their orders pulled up. If you struggle, okay, with getting sidetracked, okay, I want you to pull up their orders first. I want you to print their orders off. So as you're following up with them with this piece of paper, the orders are beside. So you can literally, you're not getting distracted with TikTok and YouTube and Facebook, but you have your 15 customer orders printed out, right? You got your highlighter and your pen, and you're following up with them. You're seeing what they love. You're getting them obsessed. And you're going to tell them that if they refer anybody to buy from you as the consultant, that you will give them free Scentsy. Now, it can be whatever. Again, if this goes on YouTube, which I may do another one because my kids have been off the chain, but if this is on YouTube, I want to stress this. This is a personal special. You cannot go on social media and say, hey, if you refer somebody to order from me, you're going to get a free bar. However, you can do whatever you want behind the scenes. You take care of that customer, and it could be a jumbo thing of samples. It could be cotton cleanups that are stacked with a little bow. It could be, and these are all things that you're getting with free and half off product, right? This is how you get these things, but a referral program is everything. Every one of my customers, they know I do a referral program. I just had someone shout me out on social media about gift bundles. Guess what she's getting tomorrow? She's going to get a free bar at her doorstep in a bowl because I didn't pay for it. It was free, and she is literally selling my business for me. Referrals and VIPs will take you so far, okay? So your first goal is to get them right here, okay? Your first goal is not to, I repeat, get them to join or to host a party. You're going to scare them. I can promise you that, especially if they don't know you. You need to get them obsessed with the product. It was so hard for me today when I was at my customer's house, who's new, selling her some pods I had on hand and giving her a laundry sample and a counter cleaning sample. It was so hard for me not to blurt out and go, you should join. But I was like, no, Chloe, keep her a VIP. Get her really, really invested. Continue to help her fall in love with the products and expand products. And then the next time you follow up with her on those products, then you can go to one of these, okay? So then as you're following up, you're finding out how much they love the products. They're a VIP. They're repping it. They love the samples you're giving them. They want the Willy Wonka collection. They want all the things. So as they become more obsessed, as you sample them more products, as they want more, this is where this comes into play, okay? The host category. How many of you guys struggle with booking parties? Every single one of us. And if you don't say you struggle, you are lying, because every one of us struggles with getting really good home parties. Okay, bag parties, things like that, relational, getting the sense in people's hands. So when you build a VIP, when you build a referral customer, when you build a customer that's following you on social media, that knows all of your accounts. So if you guys look on my Instagram, by the way, that link tree I have in my profile, which link tree is free. Every single one of you needs a link tree. You need to make it super simple for your customers to order. But that link tree, I made it into a QR code that goes on every single mail out I do now. It's just like, connect with me. Here's all the ways you can follow me. And on that link tree, I have my Facebook, my Instagram, my YouTube channel, because you want to VIP them. You want to hook them in. You want to reel them in. So guys, Linktree is free. Use it. Okay. You can see on mine, I also have, here's Scentsy Club. Here's the scent of the month. Guys, go off with it. It's a great tool. So you're getting them here. Then you're going to mention to them, you can get that laundry care free, right? You can get that half off, girl. We totally should do a little get together. We totally should open you up a shopping list.
Her sweatshirt is her logo, Chloe Cox, with it. Her sweatshirt is the little picture on her sticker. You know, the Chloe Cox thing that had the that she has it on her sweatshirt. I just noticed that. Sorry. Okay.
So
I wish she would take this off the customer categorization view, because
personalize it to them. My girl today that I just met up with, she'll be a killer home party host. How do I know? Because I'm being intentional with her. I went to her house. I saw that she's a great hostess. She's already a VIP. So now I'm going to continue to hook her. So when I follow up in a week about her new pods, then I can mention, it would be really cool if you got some girls together and I could do what we did at the party you went to and get you some free stuff. Do you see how that is more attractive instead of following up with somebody once and being like, you should buy, you should host, you should join? Lead with the opportunity and default to the product, right? I taught that for years in Scentsy, and it's just not true. If the customer does not know you, they're not going to respond to you. Okay. So you're going to mention to them, you could get this free and half off, right? You're going to figure out what type of party style is going to work for them. Listen,
that's only if someone cares about the prices. Meaning that type of sales pitch is only going to be desirable for people who are struggling with the cost. If someone isn't struggling with the cost, that's not going to be a successful sales pitch for your newbie Scentsy recruit. Oh, God.
If you're new, understand this. I don't care what your comfort zone is. If your comfort zone is online parties, that does not mean that every customer likes online parties. If somebody told me to do an online party, I would literally die. I'd be like, I am not doing that. But I'll have some girls at my house, or I'll take a grab bag to work because I'm a nurse or whatever. So you need to know what job they work at this point. Before you're here, you need to know about them. You need to find them on social, figure out if they got kids, what their lifestyle is. So you're categorizing when they're in this area.
Yep.
This area is the most important because you're finding out about their life and you're finding out about what they love, or maybe they're an avid dog lover, or maybe maybe they're an animal lover. Then you can direct them to, different fundraisers you can do for animals, right? So it's all about getting them here. And I can't stress it enough. But whenever you can get a host, and this is so important, if you can get a host, it is so easy to recruit a host. Why? Because the Earn-A-Kit. This is going to
The Earn-A-Kit? What is that? What does that mean?
So Earn-A-Kit is when you host a party. So the way party rewards work is the minimum, it's either 200 or 250. And that's when it starts. You get half price and free product. If you decide to not use the rewards for the half price and the free product, I want to say the free product goes towards your product kit to join. So you can take what you've earned and then put it towards buying a startup kit, like a starter kit.
Okay.
And so that's one way that they call it like flipping a host. So it's gone, and that's an incentive that people are like, well, host a party. I know you want to join, and then you can use that to, then offset the cost of joining. Some reps also will have parties open continually on their page. So when someone wants to join, they use that credit that they've been building up, taking orders, and then they will give it to someone else so that they get a discounted kit.
Oh. Interesting. That's kind of twisty. I feel like it skirts the line in what you can offer someone to join the company, because there's a limit. I think there's like a $25 limit that the FTC has in the US for rewards that you can offer someone as an incentive to join. So that's interesting that they allow that in Scentsy.
If it's a $25 limit, I guarantee that there are people who have exceeded that. To get people to use their kit. Because the kit's like, I want to say it's $99, and I've seen people using anywhere from $30 to $50 of like party credit to get their kit. I believe I'd have to double check, but I want to say it's even like up to half. Like people have gotten it half off. Wow. So that definitely violates.
Yeah, that definitely violates it. Yeah. That's wild. That is wild.
Mm-hmm. Whoops. Make it so much easier for you guys as you get more of this category. So your goal, listen, because you need customer growth. Every single one of you needs to grow your customer base. Your goal is this category. Okay. Your goal is VIP or referral, no matter what. Or guess what? They may automatically go here. Okay. They may automatically go right here, and that's fine. You're going to highlight through that whole line of that person. You're like, they're MIA. If they order again, though, we're going to revisit this list, and maybe I'll do a little check mark, because maybe that's just how they are, but they're going to order for me, right? But VIP and referral is what you're going for, because then you want to carry it over into host. If you can carry it over to a host, you can talk about a discounted kit. You can talk about a free kit. You can talk about flipping the orders, right? And then getting paid for that. And so this sounds very cliche and very like, Chloe, we know about this, but are we really doing it? Are we really getting them hooked and taking it over to, you could get that specific product I just sampled you or expanded you to that you love now, the counter clean, the dish soap, whatever it may be.
I think I did miss the welcome to Illyria earlier for everybody from when Tanya did. So I'm going to do that really quickly as a blanket. Hello to everyone, if I can find it.
Horatio Gold, headmaster. So very pleased to meet you. So very, very pleased.
Hello, sir. Heard you wanted to see me.
I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to Illyria. Welcome, 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 welcome to Illyria. I just wanted to have you in to say welcome.
Welcome. And Wendy Iron said, so if you host a party, you can get the $59 kit using your free credits. But what consultants do is have their own parties and offer a free $59 kit to anyone who wants to grab it. Oh, that breaks the rules big time. that is like what the guy is doing in Nilo Life. There's a rep who is 4-star unified or whatever, and he's paying, in my opinion, he's offering 100 people a month. He's paying the fee for them to join, the $79 fee. And he wants to be able to do that for 1,000 people a month when he gets bigger. But from what I understand of the FTC, you cannot pay for people to join your multi-level marketing company. But maybe I misunderstood the rules that I read. That is wild. There's so much tea that Jen is dropping and that live chat's dropping. I didn't know Scentsy was so twisty. I know
Thanks,
Sam
Wendy.
covers it too. So
It's been a long time, and I never did the host incentive kit, so I like that. Those numbers were just like I did not retain any of that.
yeah. Sure does, and none of them will say it out loud, and the uplines will tell you to do it privately. Wow. That is so twisty. That is so twisty. Here is Sam D's channel. If you like Scentsy content, Sam D's an awesome creator. And also, I'm going to link Mrs. Pico Speaks channel in the chat. So y'all can go subscribe. Jen is close to 300. She needs like 60 more people. So if you want to go subscribe to her, that would be awesome.
And we do have a small challenge from Emmett that whenever we hit 500, he'll come on and do like a Q&A. So
Oh, come on, do it for Emmett. Do it for Emmett. Let's
Well-
go 500.
And I was being nosy and I looked and I was surprised, but we're almost halfway to monetization hours on Jen's channel already.
Let's
So
go.
we need the subscribers and a little more watch time. So let's go.
It's amazing.
listen to my manager, Lushy. She's the boss.
Awesome, Jen and Emmett. Let's go. Exactly. That's amazing.
I can get your girlfriends together and we totally can get your stuff free and half off. I would love to do that for you. Let me know if you want to do it this month or next month. Okay.
No.
When you have them here, this is easier. The last 2 people I recruited have been host. The last 2, they were host. Okay. And one of their kits was free. This is why, as a new consultant, you have to understand it is so important that it doesn't stop at your launch party. Listen, your launch party is where you book parties. If you are struggling with parties, have your own. I don't care if 2 people come. If you are struggling, you need to get back in the rhythm of seeing people and trying your best to build relationship so you can get those bag parties out, so you can get those grab bags out, so you can...
Y'all who are binging content on Jen's channel, y'all are the real MVPs. Letting it play all the way through, what a gift to the algorithm. I know that she appreciates that.
There's some exciting stuff coming up too, so
love it.
Just be prepared. There's
This
good
is
stuff.
awesome. Oh, yeah. Wendy just came to this chat to say, yes, Jen, so proud of you. And Wendy's awesome too. Let me link Wendy's channel. Here you go.
Get any party style, bingo parties, home parties, so you can get those booked. So once they're in this join category, okay, when you mention it to them, it's very important that you write the date that you mentioned it to them and yes, no, or maybe. So why in or in? If it is a hard no, I want you to figure out, okay, if they're a hard no, are they going to stay here? We like that. Like we like VIP and referral, but if they're a hard no, I really want them here, right? So if they're a hard no, don't give up.
She's pointing to the Scentsy Club favorite Scentsy column on her deal. I just thought it was more interesting to have her bigger because like it's boring as hell to have her in the corner and looking at a freaking document.
Why do you need this document? Everything can be like exported out of Workstation back office, and like printing out a paper to like carry around with you when you do like I just think there are better ways to do it.
There are. You could even make a more complex. You could import your export from the back office into Google. You could create columns with drop downs of yes, no, or whatever, which would then you could do conditional formatting and have it change the color of the name if something was clicked on in a certain column so you could easily see who was a viable recruit and who was not. You could do this electronically, but I'm not in an MLM anymore, so don't take my advice.
Scentsy Club is what's up, you guys. Scentsy Club is incredible. Scentsy Club is a great way to take a VIP to the next level. Okay, so that's another thing now. If you've not read up, and I meant to say this about Earn-A-Kit, if you have not read up on Earn-A-Kit, tonight when you get off this call, print off the FAQs for the Earn-A-Kit. Don't go to your sponsor. I want you to find it, and I want you to print it. I also want you to find the FAQs for Scentsy Club, and I want you to print it because there's so many exclusives. And go to your website. Look at the options for Scentsy Club. Enroll in a Scentsy Club. Listen to me. We've all said this, but I'm going to say it again. You cannot sell something that you do not do.
Oh, stop it. Oh, I can't sell MRI machines because I don't own an MRI machine. I can't sell an x-ray machine because I don't own an x-ray machine. That is so... What? We're in logical fallacy hell here. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh. I don't understand.
You have to be a product of the product. I mean...
Oh my god. That is such a that made so much sense to me when I was in MLM, and then when I got out, I'm like, what the hell did I get suckered into? Getting caught up in ordering all this stuff, and I could have just like sold it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yep, I can't sell a coffin because I'm alive. Yes, Ov. Correct. Oh,
Lushy,
we need to see what Jen is rage crocheting.
Lushy, can you sell crows? Because you have a lot of those.
That's what I should have done your background. I should have done crows flying behind Jessica. Please hold. I'm going to go find one. Envato.
So I am making, since we're taking a short break, I am making a kind of shawl thing out of, it's recycled silk yarn. Well, let me show y'all. It's the texture of it's weird. I don't know that I like using it with my furls hook, but...
Oh, I love furls. Oh, cute! Kind of like I like it.
It's like lightweight, so during the summer, because I have the texture, I have like the sensory issues of like I don't like my, like I have to have something on my arms and my back, and so for when it's hot and I have on a tank top, I can just throw that on.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm looking for some crows for Lushy real quick, so I'm gonna press play and then I'm gonna change out her background.
So if you are not enrolled in Scentsy Club, gift yourself a club for Christmas. I'm not kidding. Start going live with it whenever your orders come in. Okay? Start with the whiff box. The whiff box is a great one because then you can get people to want the whiff box. But if you're not using it, it's going to be very hard to take these people right here, over here, just because they said no here, and join. It's going to be very hard to get them into club if you're like, well, it's kind of like this, and I think there's referral points, and I think there's this. No. Tell them they can get bricks. Tell them the bricks are hand poured. Tell them they have only, access products that only clubbers can get. Tell them about Always Get My Bar. But listen, I learned this from Lisa Roberry. Not everybody's going to want to join Scentsy Club for Always Get My Bar. So this is really important because when it comes to categorization of the customer, we also need to categorize club. If they're obsessed with washer whiffs, guys, we need to tell them about getting club with washer whiffs. If they're obsessed with Sunkissed Citrus, we need to talk about the bricks. They probably aren't going to care about the Always Get.
I'm sorry, I just had to. It's the best. Now we can have the crows behind.
Do they want a wheat thing?
Probably.
No.
One for Lushy and one for the crow.
Yes. Oh, it does look like she's feeding it. Yes, it does. That's the beauty of the green screen. Oh my gosh. All right. Oh no, someone left the Zoom. That's why we can't see her anymore. Hold on. Where'd you go? Oh, she's back. All right, here we go.
My bar. So when you're implementing this is totally customizable to you. Okay. But what I want you guys looking at when you go back 2 months, I want y'all to implement this. By the way, oh, sorry, I missed all these messages. I'm going to go back and read them. I want you to implement this right away. Listen to me. We are not waiting until after the holidays to run a business. You know what strong businesses do? Strong businesses end the year strong. Strong businesses get into place all the things that they want to implement going into the new year, and they work until the very last minute. This is going to build discipline in you. This is going to build character in you. This is going to build momentum. And listen to me when I say Christmas Eve and Christmas Day are 2 days. We do not need to think that the consumer that you are categorizing, that is a referral, that is this, that is that they don't want to order. Monday drops are going to continue to happen. Y'all know this.
But as a parent, isn't Christmas like 2 weeks long because your kids are out?
Yeah, but that makes too much sense, Jessica.
Okay.
Okay, Mom, but I thought this was my own business, Mom. Yes, David. Yes. The
You
crow is
don't
awesome.
want her as a mom.
I just downloaded like 20 crow videos, so Jessica's gonna have lots of options going forward.
Oh, that means you have to stream with me.
I know. Oh, the lack of electricity threw off my schedule. Okay, I'm back. I'm back now.
Right? So with LTOs, you're going to have all these. I mean, like, hello, I meant to share this. How cute. Look at the Mardi Gras collection. Look at that, y'all. And I think this is
Looks
January
like a
1st,
Happy
right?
Meal.
I think. If my head, that and Bring Back Bars are January 1st, right? Am I right, Michelle? Bring Back Bars are January 1st. These are January 1st. So when it comes to your business, I'm telling you this, I work with a lot of people. I do a lot of coachings. The hardest and most discouraged consultant is the consultant that puts their business on pause for 3 months. And listen to me. I know that people go through hard times, real times. There are a lot of things going on during the holidays. There are people that are grieving during the holidays. I don't personally have a relationship with my mom, and so the holidays are very hard for me. My sister is schizophrenic, and she's in and out of the hospital a lot during the holidays. She actually just got out a week.
Thank you for oversharing. Okay.
We just slid right into that with no
unexpected.
no breaks.
No
Unexpected.
clue, nothing. Just
Oh, and Wendy is dropping more tea. That's funny because right before Christmas, Scentsy doesn't ship until after the New Year. So yeah, buy now and we'll ship in a week and a half. Makes sense to me. Wendy?
yeah.
Correct.
Most places closed down for week 52. When I worked at a university, we took that week off because what's the point of working? My brother-in-law doesn't work that week. The place my husband contracts for, they don't work that week. Like, a lot of people don't work week 52.
Yeah. And then a lot of people too, I can speak because I used to work for a company that did retail, but a lot of times after the holidays, they do inventory. So like after Christmas, between Christmas and New Year's, or like before January 1st, they spend a lot of time doing inventory. So they don't send a lot of products. But with the, like what Wendy was saying with the drop date, is they push it out so far that like UPS or FedEx or whoever, that's the guaranteed date. But and it's like early in December. So if you don't order early in December, they're like, you're SOL. Sorry.
Yep. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
My job shuts down from Christmas to New Year's. Our industry is dead. Yep.
Yeah.
Wild.
Ago, I get it. However, Scentsy is a way for me to live the life.
Totally fair.
Not that I just want to live, but a life that I can leave a legacy to my kids. Scentsy is bigger than my feelings, right? Scentsy is bigger than the things that I'm going through. And it will pass. What you're going through will pass, but what will happen to your business is your business will suffer drastically. And this is why so many people get discouraged with customer follow-up, because you try to go all the way back. You want to go back to January 1st, 2023. Sis, they're already either buying candles or they're ordering from somebody else. Let it go. So 60 days back, and you're going to continue every week you follow up. You're going to continue to print off new sheets, and you're going to continue to fill them up. And when you get to a point where you don't have anybody to add, guess what that means? You need to book events. You need to book home parties. You need to book bag parties, because this right here is going to fill up very, very quickly if you are not having parties. So you're going to fill this up and you're going to be like, I don't have any more. I don't know what to do. You're not going to stay on these people. We want to add to this, right? This is ongoing, just like sponsoring. Sponsoring isn't a number of talk to 10 people a month. Sponsoring is a lifestyle. Sponsoring is a category. Sponsoring is that host.
There she is. She said it. Sponsoring is a lifestyle. We're done. That's it.
Wow.
They admitted it. They said the quiet part out loud. Because Scentsy and other MLMs reward recruiting more than they reward selling the product, the churning that happens in the mid to lower parts of your downline where people are leaving, and because there's no real like gain from selling the product, you have to recruit, replace and increase the number of people in your downline to maintain and grow, if you can even grow in MLM. So when she said recruiting's a lifestyle, she's absolutely correct. Yes, as an introvert, this sounds like hell on earth. It is.
Recruiting being a lifestyle is the problem.
Yep. Exactly. You never get time freedom, and you rarely get location freedom. I mean, we saw her working at Topgolf when she was out hanging out with her family, and we see her here. There's no time freedom because she is working, and then she's yelling at her kids when this Zoom call should have either been given to somebody else or rescheduled, in my opinion. So,
and clearly this was during Christmas.
Yep.
But it's, going back to her paper too, and if it works for her, great. If it doesn't work for her, that's okay too. But having to keep up, like, that's why that stuff never worked for me personally, is because I was like, do you have a notebook? Do you have a binder? Do you carry that around with you? And a lot of times transactions would happen on my phone, or I would be doing stuff, or if I'm out and somebody sees my Scentsy keychain or, a t-shirt that I have and we have an interaction, I don't go back to my notebook and like open it and be like, ooh, here's a new customer and here's their information. It's just not, that was not, I would start those things and never like follow through with them because it was too much work in addition to doing the business. And it's just not sustainable. It wasn't sustainable for me. If you create a system or you have an app or something, great. But I don't think that what she's presenting for me has any kind of longevity. It's just a piece of paper that goes in a notebook that ends up in the trash at some point.
Yeah. Yep. 100%.
I have coached her to have such a bomb party, or that event. I literally was coaching somebody the other day. Her name is Beth. I don't know if she's on here, but she had someone join who literally bought a bar from her at an event. And from that bar, she is now, no doubt this girl will be a director. I think her name's Amanda. Anyways, it started with an event. And although Beth only sold a bar to this girl, Beth could categorize.
I think I saw that on Sam D's channel, but Wendy Irons just said there's a video out there with the SSDs stating they made $1,000 from their own sales, but their checks were $15,000 and up. Sounds like your downlines make you more than retail sales. Illegal pyramid. It's one of the red flags for sure.
Was it you and me, or was it Aaron that found the Scentsy Hun that it was the beginning of last year, I believe, and she was talking about her 2022 income, and she talked about her downline commission versus her sales commission, and it was like 99% to 1%. Like, it must have been Aaron if it wasn't us.
Yeah,
it was Aaron. I remember that because it was
Aaron.
less
I was
than
like, I don't think it was
1%.
Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah. I mean, at one point my checks were 60% my team, 40% my own sales, and you know, but I was big on pushing product because I wanted to do sales. I wasn't there to create a team and build a team and lead a team of hundreds of people. And the months that I did have a big team, yeah, my check was a lot higher because I made more money off of the team.
Wow.
Not me
I mean,
getting us confused with Airbnbs. Apparently, I have a big ego.
What lofty goals we have.
Right?
I mean,
Oh
to
my
put it in
God.
perspective, 8 years, I was in 8, I'll say 8 years. And my annual, and this is not minus expenses, right? This is like this is what's on my 1099. Dividing it by 8, adding them all up, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I made $4,000 a year. How is that sustainable income? And I was a director for part of that time.
Wow.
If I wasn't a director, I was top on our team sales. I was in top 10, top 20. And I'm not saying like I'm an amazing salesperson, but I'm not, but I'm a very driven person. And if I'm going to make it work and I'm going to show people that I can do it. And that's exactly what I was doing. But I ended up burning myself out for $4,000 a year before expenses.
Holy cow. That's wild. That is wild.
Not a month, a year.
A year. Wow.
A year.
Yikes. I mean, and if you're an MLM and you're listening to this and you're like, oh, well, I mean, I'm sure I'm making more than that. Here's the thing. If you do the profit and loss statement, it either shuts us up because you're making a profit and it's meaningful for you, or you find out information where you can make better decisions financially for you and your family and figure out what the hell's going on in this part-time or full-time business that you're running. Like, you win either way. You win either way. Good spider, bad spider, a fully formed baby snark. Finally catch alive for the first time in ages, and it's the trio of awesome plus crow content. Incredible.
Yeah, this is live.
We need a live feed, though. We need a live feed from Jessica's backyard to see the
Yeah,
crows.
no, the husband, every time I mention it, he's like, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
That's okay. I
No,
just downloaded like 20 videos, so we'll be good for a while.
He won't even entertain the idea. He's like, no.
Oh my God. Here we go.
Categorize her. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? She could categorize her and now be like, okay, she ordered a bar. Let me follow up with her because I got her information at the event. Y'all, we are sleeping on events. There are $10 events. You guys can just get to know people, pass out connection cards, pass out little packets so they can know who you are. Get their information, you guys. This is a relational business. And we are missing because it's scary. We are scared to do events because we don't want to hear no and we don't want to sell things. Guys, I've done events where I've sold a bowl before, okay? Me and my stepmom, I don't know if Leah's still on here. Me and my stepmom did an event a few weeks ago, and I was about traumatized. I'm not going to lie to you. It traumatized me. But good can come out of every single thing you do. If you put yourself out there, your business will grow. So with this...
Okay, how did it traumatize you? And would that have scared off a new rep if they went through the same situation? Like, what are you teaching them to, like, do differently from that situation? You're basically just saying, like, I go through shit too, and I'm still here. Well, you also make a lot more money than a newbie rep does. So, like, this doesn't make sense. She's not teaching her team meaningful things, in my opinion.
Did she say she did an event with her mom after 5 minutes ago saying she has no relationship with her mom?
Her stepmom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, her stepmom, she has a good relationship with.
Fun fact.
Okay.
Her daughter is named after her stepmom.
Oh. Okay. Knife. That must be a hard pill to swallow for her mom. But that's, I mean, good parents can, I guess, I don't even know what to say. I just know that could be that could be an emotional topic. I guess that's all I want to say about it.
It's manipulative at worst.
Mm,
Best, yeah, it's manipulative in my opinion. That's that icky feeling you're feeling.
yeah. I'm glad you can articulate it because I certainly cannot.
Lots of counseling, bitch. Lots of counseling.
That's really that. My stepmom is a better mom to me than my biological mom. And I love that parents can come in and be good role models and better people if you know, if that is the situation, and that's a cool possibility for people.
And I do think her stepmom had a really important role because she spent a lot of I think she was became involved in Chloe's life around teenage years and those difficult times. And so her dad, I believe, from what I remember, was a single dad. And so then she had a female role model in her life. And her stepmom has just been, a great role model for her. So I don't, I don't know. I do know some about her mom, which is not my story to tell, but I know that her stepmom has really stepped up and has been involved in her life as well as her kids' lives as in a grandmother type role. So
that's amazing.
I'm glad she has a good relationship with a female role model in her life if it's not her own mom.
Yeah. And I love hearing the stories of positive relationships with step parents because there's kind of an undertone in society, at least here in the US, that it's not super positive. There's always something to overcome. So I love hearing from Coconuts that my daughter calls her stepdad her real dad because her bio dad is a piece of shit and treats her like garbage. So that's cool that people can come in who are not biological, and have a positive impact. And like Charlene said, she's very lucky to have her stepmom.
And I think it's cool, or I think our attitudes towards step parenthood has really shifted in the last 30 or 40 years because my dad became a stepdad to my older siblings when they were probably 7 and 9. And being the 80s, it was a battle of you're not really dad, but you're taking care of these kids, but they never respected him as their dad. That could be other issues. But in my perspective, it feels like there's been a shift with millennials in a positive way.
Yeah. I agree. And I like, again, platforming y'all's stories in the chat too, where you've had positive experiences. So my stepdad is my dad. He's been around since I was 14 doing everything my bio dad didn't. I love that. Step family dynamics are a very complicated thing. A lot of big emotions come with it from all sides. Yep. I see step parents as bonus. Steps are things you put your feet on, not people. That's what my grandpa taught me. That's awesome. I like that word, bonus parent. That's really cool. All right, here we go.
Customer categorization. What I'm going to leave it at is this. Number one, just start now. Please listen to me. Get consistent with your customer follow-ups. Get consistent with where they're at. And listen, don't resurrect the dead. It's okay. If they're on social, they'll see you on social. If they get your emails, they can get your emails. This is about who in the last 60 days has bought from you and how can you follow up with them in a way that you're like, okay, VIP. Are they going to be a VIP or a referral? Or I even have another section, the love brag tag, which is here. I didn't go over that. What love brag tag is where when you're reaching out to them, you can tell them, hey, if you share your order on social media and tag me, I'll give you a free goodie. It could be cotton cleanups or a scent circle. Those are my go-tos. Like if I give somebody a gift that does that. But love brag tag means, do they love the product? Please brag. If you do, please brag on me and tag me on social, because then they are giving you a whole other avenue of customers without a party, right? So that's actually a super important category. And as you build relationship with your customers, they will do that. Most customers, by the way, they're not going to love brag tag the first time, right? Most of them won't, from my experience.
Brag tag, so host to post essentially. So you're doing posts on social and talking about Scentsy, warming up the market for the rep who's going to go and target everybody who likes and comments, etc. This is a twisty way to market. Mary Kay does this, Young Living does it, Scentsy does it, the Wraps, whatever it's called. What are the Wraps? It Works does it. Just be wary of people getting access to your friends list. If it was me, I would private your friends list on Facebook because
That's what. Yeah.
What?
Oh, they taught us to private our friends list of pure romance.
Oh, so no one can go after them?
They're like, that's your customer list. Like, it's an ethical issue having a public friends list. You need to protect your customers.
Wow. Yikes.
Twisty.
It is twisty, and it just shows that you know, they say you're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. Well, they want you to be by yourself because everything's up for grabs, because there's no territories, there's no protection of someone going after your customers, because it's a free-for-all in MLM. Because in regular sales, they have districts, they have territories to protect your ability to sell, which is what a reasonable and ethical like sales team does. In an MLM, it's like, oh, if you have a pulse and a credit card, whoever gets them gets them. It's wild.
The loyalty, the percentage of loyalty is small, and we see that with BP and with other companies. You know, it's whoever can get the best deal, whoever can get the best freebies, whoever can entice customers to buy from them. But then you have the flip side as a consultant where they say, well, ask everybody to join. And then Chloe is sitting here saying, oh, you know, we don't want to hit them up with a join opportunity. So there's so much conflicting information. It's like, who do you listen to? Do you listen to people who tell you to do a lot of giveaways and give away product to bring customers in? Or do you, like Chloe says, don't get them to join, just treat them really good? And it's like, what do you follow? What do you listen to? And what do you do? And everybody's telling you something different constantly.
Yeah.
You do it all, obviously.
Oh. Why were you not my upline, Lushy? I mean, come on, you know the answers.
Because you didn't need more dildos in your life? I don't know. You
Okay,
walked right into that one.
Oh my gosh.
But as you continue to make them a VIP, see, now y'all are getting it. You're understanding the categorization. As you make them a VIP, now they're moving over to VIP. Now you can go ahead and be like, girl, when you get your Christmas bundles, will you please, will you give me a little shout out? Or if they know that you do a referral program, which the girl that shared her stuff for me today knows that, she knew that I didn't even have to ask for that. It becomes almost automated because your customers know what you offer. And Love Brag Tag, so this is something that we've been doing for forever. I actually created that term probably like 8 years ago. But you can put
what?
How is ad tag brag any different from ad tag message?
Oh, it's not. I bet they, in my opinion, and maybe I could be wrong, I bet they heard about ad tag message and they just said, well, we'll change one word and make it ad tag brag. In my opinion. I think they're like, well, we can't be plagiarizing if we change one word.
Wait, is ATM protected legally?
No, but I'm just saying, like, You know,
Okay.
in the circles, they'd probably be like, you stole that from us. Like, it's more of a...
Yeah, but we've seen ATM in multiple. Maybe this goes back to cult speak
Yeah.
because it feels like they're making that's cult 101 in my opinion, I guess. Go read the bite model. It's
Yeah.
not, but yeah, okay. We're on the same page.
Put love brag tag on a postcard and put it in your happy mail. But why I stopped doing those is because I found it most effective just to say it to the consumer directly. I don't need that to be on a tag. I don't need that to be on a postcard. I need to tell them that when I share my link tree, which has my socials, I'm getting them on social first, right? With that initial contact, that follow up, and you can send them your QR code of your link tree when you're following up. But
it's so twisty to send someone who doesn't understand technology a QR code to their text messages because they don't know how to scan the code from the picture. Like they can take their camera and look at, a screen or whatever. But I'm just saying, for someone who's technically challenged, who would maybe be interested in buying Scentsy, that's such a bad way to send a QR code. There's a lot of user error that happens.
Go ahead, Leshy.
I didn't know you could click a QR link from a text message. I thought you had to scan it.
Yeah, I thought you did too, but it again, for people who are technically challenged, they're gonna have a difficult time doing that.
If we're like, if we're confused and we're tech savvy, then yeah, other people are fucked.
Yep. And Wendy Iron said they will claim your friends list as their own and will try to stop you from selling anything else to them, even if it's your own personal product. If you were your own business, then they're yours.
Octavia, in their terms and conditions, say if you ever post about Octavia on your social, they then own your social.
Young Living says the same thing. If you're an MLM and you think you own your social media, you have another thing coming to you. You need to read the documents, because I would say you need to create an entirely new social media, delete everything that you've ever posted about your MLM from your original account, and put everything on a separate one, because they own your social.
Mm-hmm.
They do. So
I know Cal said something about front loading, and I do want to kind of clarify, because front loading with Scentsy wasn't necessarily just buying product. They called front loading when I was in booking parties, and you wanted to book parties the first 2 weeks of the month, because that's how you were going to hit your sales goals in the first 2 weeks of the month. So you wanted to front load all of that stuff. That's what they called front loading. It wasn't like they use the term differently, but it's you book parties within the first 2 weeks of the month, and then you're coasting the end of the month. You're not trying to push to get sales, because that work has been done at the beginning of the month.
Okay. That's interesting. That's super interesting.
With this categorization, this is really going to help you guys feel clear. This is going to help you understand what to do with the customer, where to place the customer, what customers to let go. It's okay, you guys, if a customer doesn't want to order again. It's okay if a customer doesn't respond. You've got to let it go. It used to really hurt my feelings a long time ago. I used to be like, why are they not responding? I just sent them like $2.80 worth of mail. But what I had to learn was, okay, Chloe, well, how are you in control of that? Because if you keep repeating the same cycle and you keep trying to send them stuff and you keep trying to make them want to respond, they don't want to respond. But guess what? The time will tell if they reorder. Then you'll know, oh, they just don't like to talk like that, right? Or they don't want to, they just don't want happy mail, but they're reordering. I had a customer the other day who literally told me, she was like, I don't like glitter. Don't send glitter in my mail. And you know what I said? Look, I always send glitter in my mail. If you don't like it, like, you don't have to get mail. Do you not want happy mail? Because it gets to a point where if you don't, like, that's who I am. Like, I put glitter in my mail. Y'all know that if you've gotten mail from me. So
listen, If you're putting glitter in your mail, glitter gets on everything. It's just okay. That's fine. You're talking about customer service that's giving the customer a very difficult experience, in my opinion, because they're gonna have to clean all that shit up. It's gonna get on everything. It's gonna get on their clothes because they're gonna open the little envelope and then they're gonna say, "Oh," when they think of you, because they're gonna look at the glitter. And maybe you like glitter, but I'm just saying, when you've worked with glitter, it literally gets on everything. I was like, "Yay, microplastics!" Yes, it's called craft herpes for a reason. Yep.
Yeah.
Glitter is super bad for the environment and is literally something people send by mail to fuck with people they hate. Yep.
Yep.
Oh my god.
It comes to a point where I could have been mad about that and been like, how dare her? Or just been like, okay, that's totally fine. Do you want to get Happy Mail from me or not? Because I don't have to send it to you.
That's kind of an aggressive response.
But the thing is, you kind of need customers, unless customers don't matter, because you just need to recruit people.
Yeah, if customers are so important, then why would you literally just turn your nose up to one and when it's just as easy to say, okay, I've made a new column in my customer list, no glitter. Like, why is it that difficult?
And it saves you money.
Yep. Oh, that's wild, Elaine. Oh, Wendy said uplines will also tell you if you want to get promoted, get a prepaid card and place an order under your downline, ship elsewhere so they don't know it's you trying to promote yourself. Oh, Wendy's here with all the tea. Holy crap. Oh my god. That's wild.
But just to the point, if you get it shipped to you or someone they can track to you, they will pull an incentive from you. They will audit and they will pull incentives. I've heard of it happening before where people then get disqualified from earning an incentive. Wow. So they make you, if you're going to, you have to be real creative because they will audit all incentive earnings.
Wow. Offset, if you want something with a similar vibes, recycled paper confetti, and you can make it yourself with a hole punch, and there's a million shapes to pick from. You can make it from scrap paper. It's amazing. I got it all. That's why they tell you that. Love it.
So once you can get to that point in your business where, and with my customers, by the way, I don't do a lot. I just do like a little, because I don't do them like I do y'all. I just know y'all love me and y'all don't care. But you got to figure out where to place these customers. And listen, once you get repetitive with this, and once you're doing your events or your fundraisers, every customer matters, y'all. Adding 5 customers to this a week would be a game changer in your business. That's 20 a month. Even listen, adding 10 new customers a month would be a game changer in your business. But what's going to do that is you getting out in your community, being brave. Stop thinking Scentsy consultants have all these events and fundraisers, because they don't. Stop thinking Scentsy consultants are making samples and bringing them to daycare, bringing them to doctor's appointments, bringing them to the chiropractor. They're not. Stop thinking that people don't want to refer you. They do. And guess what? Referrals, love brag tags, those are free things that your customers can do, but it's going to happen when you're building relationship with them, when you're you're finding them on social. That's why I always say, and y'all know this. I don't know if y'all don't, you're about to find out. I don't follow a lot of Scentsy consultants because I need to see my customers. I need to see what my customers are doing on Instagram and Facebook so I can see, do they have dogs, a kid, are they single? Are they a teacher? Are they a nurse? Do they work from home? The girl today I met, she works from home. She's going to be killer when she's a consultant.
This is what I don't miss about being an MLM. Looking at every single human that I came into contact with as a potential recruit for me or someone who bought stuff, and just waiting and biding my time for them to join my team. It was exhausting, and it also felt really twisty and manipulative because I had to direct every conversation back to MLM and continue layering and layering and layering and hoping that they would join. I do not miss this at all.
That sounds like masking level 10.
Yep. Yep. Her shirt says Chloe Claus. Oh, that makes so much sense because it's Christmas time. And the Santa hat. Okay. That makes sense.
She just doesn't know it yet. Right now, I've got to create a VIP, let her have a rockin' holiday, right? And then we're going to go into host in January. So anyways, I'll be done in a minute.
Hi, Sean.
So anyways, this customer categorization, I want you guys, whenever you go in and whenever you click on the Canva, if there's things that you want to take off or move around, do it. Listen, this business is not a one size fits all. There is not one particular way to follow up. There's not one particular way to party, right? There's not one particular way to have conversation. But one thing is for sure, if you don't know where your customers fit, they're going to get all this at one time. Or say you're just doing follow-up, but you know you haven't sponsored anyone. If you haven't categorized those customers, you're going to go on a tangent and try to sponsor all these people. We've all been there. You're going to try to sponsor them all, and you're going to freak these people out that are VIPs and referrals, and they're not going to want to buy again. And this is so important. But if you know, if there's, let's say on here, if you're following up and you have your VIPs, right? And they're a VIP, that's somebody, if I have them checked as a VIP and I have a free earn a kit or a discounted kit, that's who I'm going to offer it to. I'm not going to offer it to Janice, who bought one time and is MIA, right? You're going to offer it to the person that's already a VIP. You're going to offer it to the person that already is referring your name, that is sharing your business, that is doing what you do as a consultant. So when you text them, you can say, look, you would have made this much, right? Y'all all know that, the little cards you can do where you write their potential commission. Stop writing it and tell them. Stop putting stuff on postcards and have conversations with your customers, because then you can say, hey, look, I calculated, girl, this year how much you would have made in 2023. And this is a great way y'all can follow up. I've calculated you would have made $300 this year, girl, $300. And listen, it would be crazy if I didn't tell you this, but you totally could get paid off your orders or your club. Clubbers are another one you can go after, right, to join.
Go after.
But I just wanted to give you guys
the language is so aggressive. I don't even know. Oh my Lord. Just the language is wild. It's like making me uncomfortable.
This is typical her. Like this is her. This is nothing new for her. She's aggressive with her friends. She is aggressive with her teammates. I'll tell y'all a story at the end. I'm going to save for the end. Sweet. But this behavior, spot on for her.
Wow.
You know what would be interesting? I found on Facebook an event, Chloe and Kristen's 12 days of sponsoring from 2017 of her telling you how to recruit. Would it be interesting to look at how she behaved 6 years ago, or is that irrelevant?
I'm in a lot of those training groups, so I probably need to pull that. And the story I'm going to tell y'all is about Kristen and Chloe.
Oh,
I'm so excited.
God.
I'm so excited.
But yeah,
also, another rabbit hole. Let's go.
That's amazing. If y'all grab content for anti-MLM creators, or if you're an anti-MLM creator, if you're in a private Facebook group, there are ways for you to download the private videos. You have to be a member, but you can use a website to download those videos so you don't have to screen record everything. So
I've been meaning to write a guide on all that to have for the public.
That's awesome.
I thought about doing that. I haven't done it. I forget. ADHD.
You're busy running our channels, Jessica.
I'm bored. Yes. Let's stream. I have nothing to do. Oh no, I have so much back end things to do.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Kind of a new direction you can go to in 2024 as you guys are booking parties, as you guys are, expanding your knowledge on events, and you're being brave and you're booking fundraisers. Listen, if you want to go big in Scentsy, this is my advice. You book every single different kind of way to sell and build relationship as you can. You book that event. You book that fundraiser. You get that bag party booked. You go over and you sell one-on-one to the customer. You get that home party booked. You do every avenue, because you have no idea. Just because it's your preference doesn't mean that's where your business is going to grow. Actually, this business doesn't grow in our preference. This business grows out of our comfort zone.
Yeah, I will. I can make a screen recording and post it to my community tab. I think I have one somewhere, but I will. It's pretty easy to do, but it's easier to show someone on a video. So I'll do that, Wendy.
Right? And what's important for this sheet is this is going to hold you accountable. And I'm going to be doing it with you guys. I'm going to be filling these out on Monday, and things may change, and I'll share on the leadership page and how I'm working, what I'm changing or what I'm adding or what's working. But I know this for a fact. This is going to help you feel so much more clear, like I already said, and also accomplished, because you're going to know what that customer likes. If they don't want to join, or if they've already made a comment about it, or right, or if they're gung-ho, like they don't want a monthly auto ship program, you're not going to go there with them, right? You're going to move to the referrals. You're going to keep them a VIP, maybe a little host action, right? So, anyways, I'm going to open it up and see if you guys have any questions.
Oh God.
For me, I'm going to put it on here. Thank you guys so much for bearing with me. I am so sorry that my kids were kind of acting out a little bit.
Oh, come on.
But we are about to go to Christmas Town, so I think they're just living their life. I'm going back and reading some questions. Oh, Beth is on. I used you as an example. It was a great one, though. I mean, literally, y'all, she sold one bar to this girl at the event. She bought one bar. But because of the follow-up, she knew how to categorize her. And now she's a killer consultant in our organization. It's that simple. You got to put yourself out there. Scentsy makes a report for how much commission they would have made? I'm dead. I know what I'm doing tomorrow. That is about to be the first thing I do when I make my list. Y'all, that is so great. I had no idea. The more you know.
Isn't she a superstar?
All right.
Director?
Do y'all have any other questions for me? Like I said, I'm going to
Yes.
post this on the pages. I'm going to make sure y'all have access to it.
Please.
If I do post this on YouTube, it's going to also be in the comments. But guys, listen, if you follow me, if you are not motivated, please follow me on Instagram. Please look at my stories. Please look at how I'm being consistent. I'm not.
Why wouldn't she know this as a superstar director? Like, I don't get it.
She has gone to Superstar Director Summit, which is their like super exclusive leadership for both star and superstar directors. So you cannot convince me that she has not at least been told this information at some point, because she's a top superstar director.
Yep. I'm going to press play. I have to go get some medicine real quick. Is it okay if it just plays for a little bit and I'll be back in about 3 minutes?
Not kidding. If you need that push, follow other Scentsy consultants that are rocking it and look at how they're working. We are not giving up because it's not October. Do y'all hear me? It's okay that it's not October. Okay? December doesn't have to be the craziest month ever, but what December needs to be is consistent, because January is bring back bars, and that means parties. That means follow-up. That means Scentsy clubbers, but you're not going to get them if you're throwing up Scentsy Club on everybody in January and you don't know which ones to put in club. If you don't know their favorite products, if it's not a bar, like, you can talk about other favorite products. If it is their favorite bar, you could spend this month finding out and following up with your customers on what their favorite scent is right now. Not for January, but for February, because we're going to have discontinued stuff going into March. So this customer categorization is going to help you guys significantly know when that month comes, this is what you're going to follow up with them on. When you have an Earn-A-Kit, this is who you're going to reach out to about the Earn-A-Kit. And it's going to help you feel like you are not running around like a chicken with your head cut off, because you know exactly where they fit. You know exactly when you're doing follow-ups, who you're going to share the Earn-A-Kit with, who you're going to share LTO scents with, because they are people who are obsessed with LTO scents. And you know who I love to share LTO scents with when I make felt samples? Clubbers. Because clubbers are easy, because they already have a club and I can share these with them. So if you're not making samples of LTO bars, I really want to encourage you to do that. I want to encourage you. You can always do a split with another consultant. Okay. Especially when it comes, I have so much to talk to you about the kids. Brody's grounded. I have, now I lost my train of thought. Bring back bars. If you don't want to buy the whole set of bring back bars, I know it's expensive. Find somebody in our community on How I'm Working, on Anchored Scents, on Anchored Together. Get a bar of each scent. Make felt samples. Smell those cubes when they come in live. The bring back bars that are coming out, by the way, in January, it's the best lineup I've ever seen. You know why? Because we've never had like 75% of them, and I like that. Okay? 75% of those bars have never been smelled by a lot of your customers. So this is dynamite for you guys. So do the splits, okay? Get a bring back bar split. Okay? I know some of y'all got on mine, but I only bought one set. But do the split so you can get the cubes. Smell the scents. Baby steps. Tell your customers your favorite scent. Don't just send them the bring back bar flyer in January and be like, hey, which one would you like? No, when you get those cubes from whoever you do a split from, Okay, you can make multiple little samples. You can melt them in testers, or you can make a bunch of felt, or you can just have the bag and you can bring it to customers to get them to smell those scents. Hustle your business, be intentional, know what Scentsy's releasing in the consultant calendar, you guys. Know what's coming up. There's so many LTOs that are coming every single week, right? They release them every Thursday. Y'all know this in the news tab every Thursday. There's new LTOs. Be intentional. Map out how you want to party, how you're going to share it with people, how you're going to sell, what that's going to look like for you. And yeah, falling leaves, Debbie, like that's an awesome scent. Hasn't been back for forever. There's so many. And so I am so proud of you guys. I know that, you know, there's the hustle and bustle of the holidays, but guys, also pay it forward and be kind. Like if you have a customer that you know is struggling, like send them a scent pack, a scent circle, drop them off like some cotton cleanups with a card at their door. Kindness, listen to me. We live in a world that is so unkind now.
God.
And I know, again, I'm going to go back to, I know that the holidays can be a hard season for a lot of us, but be different. Push through your thoughts because you're going to feel so much joy when you get those customers that are excited, when you start actually working your business like a business and you categorize these customers. You know, when you think about it, guys, it's like at schools, at any business, different people have different job titles. Everybody's not doing the same thing, right?
Sorry,
so every customer is not going to be the same way. They're not going to want the same things. They're not going to tick the same way. And so I'm just so proud of you guys. I'm really excited to...
Sorry about that.
No, she's breaking our brains because she's fucking talking about kindness. This person's talking about kindness.
Be kind. Be kind.
No way.
That's why I'm losing my shit. Be kind.
Like the caps are capsing in the live chat. Oh my god. Cal's losing it. Oh my gosh. The jokes write themselves. Oh my god. Wow.
Pay it forward is a Scentsy thing, though. They say that that's like one of the things that they're always like, pay it forward. I agree that you should do things that are great. Like, you know, if you can't afford to, or if you are able to do things for other people, that's nice. But that's a big thing that Scentsy says is pay it forward.
It's what an interesting turn of events. Oh my god. The word is irony, Lisa Simpson.
I feel like I'm talking to my husband. Like 90% of the things he says are all Simpsons quotes. Like,
that's hilarious.
The other day, he was talking about not eating out of a trough. Someone at the bar's like, why can't you just serve us in one big bowl and save dishes? And Marge is like, because that's a trough, not a bowl. And like my husband started quoting that. I'm like, why?
That's hilarious. Oh my god.
In this year, super strong. Start our vision for 2024. Me and my stepmom have some really fun plans for you guys that we're going to be doing with that, with locals and non-locals. But you know, this is your time. Hard seasons build strong business owners. I don't care if you're essential or if you're a superstar director. The easy seasons don't build you. Octobers don't build leaders. Decembers do. Octobers don't build business owners. Decembers and Januaries do. Okay? Your business is only slow if you say it's slow. I'm so glad.
No, it is not, Miss Ma'am. Do you understand the cost association with Christmas, and that people are paying off their bills in January, so they are not buying as much stuff? It's not the rep's fault that it's slower for them. Jeez. This team seems like it'd be awful to be a part of.
You said that, Carrie. World Tour. So we're going to end it here because that was perfect. World Tour is in February. There are multiple locations. Listen to me. Please go to World Tour. Listen to Chloe Cox. Your business will change. Your life will change. I get to squeeze you and hug you. And
Lushy, when I got my name changed, my husband said, you think you're so cool with your name change. I'm going to change mine to Max Powers. Why? Because it's the most powerful name. It's a Simpsons reference.
I just text him the irony is delicious to see if he would take my bait and respond, but he did not take my bait. He's in the next room. He did not take my bait. I'm disappointed. Unless he's on a call too. He could be.
Wendy said, so why then has the company revenue almost cut in half from 2021 to 2023? Great question, Wendy.
Meet you and celebrate you. Guys, listen to me. Leaders are born at events. Scentsy has said this since the beginning of time, and it is the truest thing ever. And if you're on here right now and you are a leader, which most people on here are going to be leaders who have been to a Scentsy event, because you leave that event, you're ignited, you're ready. It's the community. And Scentsy is so different, and Anchored Sense is so different. And so please listen to me. You have until December 31st. Make it a pact to go to World Tour. Make it a pact. Sell product on hand. I don't care what you got to do to get the money for World Tour. You need to go because it will change your business. I'll be at the Fayetteville location. So anybody in Fayetteville, I'll see you there. But listen to me, like, this is just one of those check boxes that has to be done.
Helen.
If you want to grow your business, you've got to go to World Tour. And listen, you know what you don't want? You don't want to have a crappy business going into World Tour. Wouldn't it be so much better to have a business that's on the up, that you're consistent with, that you have parties booked in January and February because February is transition month? Wouldn't it be great to go to World Tour and have your business together? That's a great feeling when you go to a Scentsy event and your business is together, right? And y'all are nodding your head because you know it's true. Because what we're not going to freaking do is go and start comparing ourselves to everybody else. We're going to put our head down. We're going to fill out our customers the last 2 months. We're going to see where we need to grow, and we're going to see where we need to go. And we're going to book the events. We're going to book the sip-in shops. We're going to book the home parties, the grab bags, the online events. We're going to do it all. Because our goal is not just to be good consultants, it's to be great ones. And that's my goal with you guys, is to help you understand how to be great consultants. The story I'll leave you with is a story about my dad. So my dad was a service advisor for like ever, or he managed people and did those kinds of things. But when I would see him interact, like when I would walk into his work, because I'd always have to wait for him to be done with customers, I would see him talk to one customer another way. Then he would answer the phone and talk to that customer a different way. Then he would say, hang on 1 minute. And then he would talk to the other customer again. That customer would be good. He would make sure they were good. Then the next customer would come up and the same thing. Every customer was completely different. So why in the world are we saying that we need to tell every customer to join? We are scaring them, you guys. Real talk. Y'all know it's not a one size fits all. And listen, I know it's frustrating. Patience is a virtue, though. We got to build the VIPers. We got to build the referrals. We got to really build these people up so they can believe in their dang selves and see that they could even host a party, to see that they could even do what we do. Because it's scary for them. A lot of them, it's scary. And a lot of them, they've never had anybody follow up with them, so they think it's sketchy. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those two things. So we have to build a relationship. We need to be consistent.
The follow-up is not why people think you're sketchy, man.
Yeah. It might be the business model. It might be looking at someone like they're a piece of meat, and that, you know, it could be lots of different things. It could be, I don't know, it could be a lot of different
aggression.
things. Yep.
Let's end the year super strong. We're going to do another Zoom like this right before the New Year's, because I'm not playing that game with y'all. So we're going to do an end of year Zoom to celebrate everybody, talk about end of year goals, do that kind of thing. So stay tuned for that. But I'm just saying,
she can't trust them to do the work on their own. She can't trust them to their own devices. Oh God.
So grateful for all of you that were on tonight.
Whoops. Oh, it just ended. All right. It's 5. That's the end of the Zoom. She ended the Zoom. So we did it.
Good thing, because my headphone just...
We did it! We did it! We did it! Yay! Always team up. We did it! Yay! Woo! Hooray! We did it!
Bye, Karina.
Okay, do y'all want like the 2 minute? I'm literally gonna keep it to 2 minutes because there's so much drama. Okay, so Chloe is a superstar director. She used to work with another. They were nurses together. Her name is Kristen. They are both from the same area. They were like besties, tight, ran their own separate teams, but they were like. They kind of like did it in parallel. So they worked together, brought their teams together, did a lot of stuff. Well, then my upline, who her name, I'm just gonna tell her whatever. Her name's Maggie. That's who Rachel knows. We were on the same team. The three of them called themselves the tripod because there are 3 legs on a tripod and each one of them was a different leg. They did a whole bunch of trainings together. I'll go back and pulse and find a bunch of that stuff because they did like Drive to Director was one where they did like a whole training to get all these people to hit director. They did all kinds of different trainings. Well, anyway, some things had changed in Kristen's life, and her and Chloe had a massive falling out. Like, I'm talking like did not talk to each other. Like, friendship was over for 2 years at least. They just kind of like started to be friends again. One of really interesting thing that happened was on the Punta Cana trip at that same time. So the top 100, I think it was either top 50 or top 100 trip, was a trip to Africa. And my upline and Chloe earned Africa, but Kristen did not earn Africa. So there was all kinds of contention because the two of them earned Africa, but one other person didn't. And so there was like drama that, you know, it's like when 2 parts of a 3-man team earn something and the other one doesn't, what happens? So that's kind of the what I know about them. I know that Chloe pretty much gives people harsh truths that aren't necessarily fair, and that's who she is. Like the video we just saw, that's her 100%. Like that's who she is. That's not an act, that's not fake, that's who she is.
Wow. That's wild. Yeah. That's so wild. Oh my God.
I've been around her on trips. I've been around her at events. She acts like she's a superstar director who knows she's a superstar director. So if that makes any sense.
That is wild. Andy's Web, I'll put it in the free anti-MLM folder, but it's also on her YouTube channel. It's called Customer. Here, I'll just link it, but please don't leave comments on it. Because I just don't want to. I don't want any appearance of us harassing anyone.
Yeah.
She's a human too, and she has kids, and so it's like just remember that, friends, that everybody's human.
Yep. And this is the link to the video if you want to react to it. And I'll drop it in the free anti-MLM folder too. Oh no, you're good. I just wanted to remind the other people watching this in the future.
Yeah.
We don't touch the poop.
Oh, that'd be awesome, Wendy. That would be great. It's in my campsite bio, so on YouTube and Instagram, I have a campsite, and the free anti-MLM folder is linked there. So I'll link it here in the chat.
I'm not a YouTuber, nor do I want to be.
Oh, come on, Jessica. Come on. It should be coming up in a second. So here's a link. If you click on this link, campsite.bio/say hello to DC, the button is like midway down. And that's where you can submit. That's where people submit Whistleblower Wednesdays and, you know, content you want me to react to. And also that's where I have the free anti-MLM folder. And I'll put it in Scentsy and under Chloe Cox and Scentsy. It's just not in there yet. Yeah, Jessica would kill it. Jessica would. Absolutely.
I'm good.
Well, live chat. Thank you for joining us.
If you don't start your own channel, you just get to be a guest on all of our channels. So.
Exactly.
I just get to manage, and I even make videos for Clowntown's channel. We have a public one coming up so people can see my skills.
That's amazing. Well, we've had a good time with y'all. Sorry the video was a little bit triggering. We'll probably do something fun in the future. When are y'all rescheduling with Wendy to stream y'all's triple stream?
Thursday.
Okay, cool.
Thursday at 7. So if y'all, DC's gonna have to like supervise the children. I'm calling us children, so if y'all don't like it, sorry about your bad luck. But so yes, Beat the Gummy is Thursday.
Cool. That's gonna be awesome. If y'all are about to head to bed, I hope you have a good night's sleep. Don't forget to hydrate and take your medicine if you need to. Please lick the stream if you're over here and you haven't licked Jen's stream. I'm linking Jen's channel. Feel free to subscribe. Help us get to 500 so we can get Emmett on Jen's channel. And if you haven't licked my stream, I'd love for you to do that. And if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe and turn on notifications. So we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.